something on fire here in a minute.
Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jensen's sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what's going on, Lloyd.
And
Yep.
I'm sorry, am I interrupting your intro?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. Please, all right, start the stream for me. Go ahead, you got it.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Uncle Bill's Toys. Great to be here. Bill is feeling rather wonderful today. He's had a gummy or half a gummy, so he ought to be doing up super tonight. Let's say hello to people in the chat. We've got Dominic. We have Lon. We have Mark R. White. And we got the Mudball Don, Dusty, Brian, Waypoint, New England. And we got Captain Joe America. You would say Joe Liar. I know. Cough it up. Okay. And yeah. Oh, we got Jody Drone Shots in the chat. And that's a good crowd. How are you doing, Uncle Bill?
Hi, I'm doing good. Let me
Good.
see. Did I not? Yeah, I guess I didn't send Mark a link. There you go. All right, Mark, I sent you a link. There you go. It said he said I logged off no, I mean if you don't do anything on it, it just shows you as inactive, not logged off, by the way. But hi, how's everybody doing? How's good to see you. You're looking just lovely as ever. And thanks guys for stopping in. I'm okay today, but I'm not feeling.
You felt better.
Yeah, not my usual girlish.
You've had better days.
Attitude, but we'll muddle through this and come up with something interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about them drones, huh?
How about them drones?
How about that action camera, that DJI action camera? How's that? Hey, that's a pretty sharp looking piece of work. How about that?
Just saying how about that and not having any information whatsoever. It doesn't continue the conversation because we all look at each other. How about it?
How about that?
It's DJI. It's advanced. They're the best. Must be worth buying. Okay, that does it. That's the whole story, I guess, right?
That's the whole story.
It's an action camera. It's a camera for action.
See you next week, folks.
Yeah.
No, I'm just lazy.
Why? Because he's in his work unit.
Yeah, I'm lazy too. I
Asked if I was growing a beard, and I'm like, no. I've been up since like 7 this morning, and then I was on, and then I just been going to call after call. And I'm still on call until midnight, so.
And
then bother changing. I just walked in the door like 15, 20 minutes ago.
Been on call for like a week. He's got the same underwear on since, last week.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you can't take the time. We are honored that he's taking the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
Well, whatever.
In between all those hours of hard work and ensuring that people have ingress and egress from their domiciles.
Yeah.
Well, I was at the airport. I was at a fire department, had a broken door. That's super duper important.
Yeah,
you kind of want the fire department to get their trucks out the door.
Yep.
Just
big as
saying.
those trucks are, they could drive through it, I guess, if they had to.
They potentially could, but it'd probably be damage, I would imagine, to the truck.
There'd be quite a bit of damage and money.
Yeah, especially to the door.
And questions answered.
Well, to the truck too, though. I'm saying.
That's true.
It'll be worth it if lives were saved.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, if you tell them that you work into UK time, you finished an hour ago.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Because it's midnight in the UK right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. The night owl is a vampire. In case you didn't know.
Is it? Good for you.
Do you
He's a
remember?
Renfield. Mark R. White Renfield.
You remember last week when we were talking about the Opal Manta?
Yeah. What
Why,
about?
yes, I do, Mark.
There was one came up for sale on eBay at the moment. It's a fully restored 1981 GTJ, which has the 3-litre 6-cylinder inline triple carb engine in it. £33,000.
30. Wow, that's heavy.
I think I paid $3,300 for that same car.
Yeah.
When I bought mine.
When was
in
that?
85 or 86.
85. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 5 years old. I think I paid like $3,300. I probably paid $3,300.
Crazy, isn't it?
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money then. You
Hello
know, but
to everybody in the chat.
Somebody
Okay.
might pay that. I don't know what the market's like now for
Well,
classic vehicle, especially one that's not even that old, really. I'm gonna guess it is.
yeah,
It's
70,
like
did you
50
say?
years old almost. 40, what is it, 45 years old, 44?
70 what?
81.
No, 80.
81, 44 years
Yes,
old.
so 44
It
years
doesn't
old.
seem that long ago to me. I don't know why. Funny thing.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
40,
was just
no, it's 43, 44 years ago. So I was 20 in 81.
Hmm.
So, yeah, already married. And I think, I think I could divorce that year, as a matter of fact. I was a
Okay.
quick learner.
okay.
I was already on my own by then. I was out of the house. My dad passed away, so I was on my own. I got age of majority, so I was living in an apartment and not very smart about it, but regardless. Yeah, I was living on my own right by then. I was 16.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mm.
I was
Yeah,
18 when I moved there. But you know what? Can't get it. It's hard to do that nowadays. Well, I could do it the way we did it then. You're sleeping on other people's couches. You know, the way the rents are now, 10 people in an apartment, you know. So
I had 10 people in an apartment.
Yeah, but I don't mean for occasions.
Oh no. No, we had like 10 people living in a house, a half house or a duplex or whatever for a while.
Oh, I could afford my apartment back then. But I'd wake up and it'd be like 10 or 12 people who sleep on the floor in the living room.
Yeah. Now we were poor. We used to march off to donate plasma or blood to pay the rent. The landlord let us pay every 2 weeks. And we get together, everybody get together, like 10, 12 people, and we all go donate plasma to pay the rent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's your blood money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Landlord was a
We was
vampire.
Paul.
Yeah, but you know, at least you don't do what they do now. They just don't pay.
Yeah.
And then try to get them out. I bet you're going to see some tightening up of those laws too in the coming months.
You think so?
Well, it's ridiculous. I mean, you could have a second home. It's like a snowbird. You work all your life, you save up, you buy a little house in a warmer climate for the wintertime. You know what I mean? All your life, and that's all you want. And you show up, and there's somebody effing living in there, and they've been in there so long that it takes the courts how long to get them out. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They should be arrested. It's breaking and entering private property. You know. So,
Thought they'd already changed the laws that they could chuck them out straight away now.
well, they have to prove that they weren't given because they'll show up with fake leases, fake signatures, whatever, and it's got to be adjudicated, unfortunately. So it costs you money to kick basically cat burglars out of your house. And then when they finally do get them out, how much damage is there? You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can call animal control since they're cat burglars. I saw that one from Art.
You know, that lamp looks
All
like
right.
that lamp looks like there's a
No,
genie.
Ray.
It looks like there's a genie peeking over your couch, Mark.
Yeah. It does.
I know. I know it does look like it. That lamp.
I have my glasses on. I'm thinking, is it a Barbara Eden? Oh, she's on fire.
Mhm.
Hey,
Good
Ray.
morning, Master.
Jeannie, what are you doing back
Barbara Eaton.
there?
Mhm.
The eternally lovely Barbara Eden, actually.
Yeah.
He's quite the little dish.
Yep. Yep. Always was, always was.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway,
Is she still alive?
Yep.
I
Yes, she
believe
is.
she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
She's in her late 80s, I believe. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if only I could look that good in my 80s.
Yeah.
How about now?
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never looked that good. So
Say.
I've never looked that 10s, 20s,
Yeah, then
30s,
again.
If I
40s,
look like
50s.
like that now, I'd be living in California, obviously, because I would be dressing different. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a bit
If I
worried.
if,
If I looked like that now, I'd be playing with
I'm
myself.
Uncle
I wouldn't even
Brian.
be here.
Hey, we got a birthday boy in the chat.
Yeah. Happy
Mike
birthday.
Blade. It's his
Michael Blade,
birthday.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never leave the house if I looked like that. My forearm would be this big around. Oh yeah, man. I'd have arthritis. My fingers would be all. Anyway, I'd have a.
All right. What was that announcement that I was doing gummies? What made you think that?
Well,
Well, I just have to. I say things without any verification.
I
How
just
about
say
them Jones? How about that new DJI thing on a stick?
yeah.
things.
Yeah. Action cam.
DJI candy floss. Yeah.
Yeah. How
Thing on
about
a
it?
stick. That's a good one.
Okay, fine.
Thanks, Steve.
I think I will.
Yes, happy birthday, Michael.
There you go. You can't really drink when you're
Hey,
you know
Jody.
you're recovering.
Well, I'm not taking any opioids or anything. They gave me one, but I'm not taking anything really that would. I don't think. I think that would have a contradictory reaction to any of the meds I'm on. But I don't want to. I just don't want.
Well, you're not trying to pee more than necessary, right?
Well, that's another thing that dehydrates you. I should even have the coffee I'm having in the morning. And oh no, I'm proud of my pee bag.
Yeah.
It's held up quite well.
Keeps your legs warm.
Gallons and gallons. More.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much you urinate until you actually get to hold it in your hand and look at it.
Yeah.
Life is great.
Mhm.
You know, see?
You ought to watch that South Park episode. Urinate. Are you? Are you urine? Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it.
Ah, okay. That's when the South Platte River was drying up and they were running out of water.
Oh yeah.
They resorted to pee. And all
I do-
these celebrities go, oh, I drank pee.
Yeah, I did see that actually.
Yeah.
They make good points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pay these people enough, they'll say anything and do anything. Well,
Yep.
yep. Oh my God, cool cat. Oh, what are you turning to get to Don? Drug reactions are usually called contraindications
Yep.
for some reason.
And no, to
I
answer
didn't
your
bring that
question,
up.
Don, no.
What did I say? Something like that. It was understandable what I said, wasn't it? The fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks for correcting me. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think actually drinking alcohol while you're healing probably isn't a good idea. But I doubt it would make much of a difference. But that's okay. I don't want to be uncomfortable.
I'm getting there, Bill.
Oh, there you go.
I'm getting there.
Almost time for more.
Yep.
Mhm.
And a visit to the dentist.
Mhm.
And an insulin shot.
I know, and it's yeah. That's how I
That's
started.
great.
I started sticking my finger in my. No, I started sticking my finger. It's a brand new thing. It's amazing how much your sugar varies over the course of the day.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
120, 160, 120, 108, 120. I know it's all over the place. So you don't know if you have a problem or not. You just got to keep poking holes in your skin. Yeah.
Yep.
Whose birthday was it, Mike? Mike Blade?
W.
Mike Blade.
Blade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
happy birthday.
Catching
Oh,
up
we
to
got
us.
Steve
Yeah.
Rick Kelly.
I think Mike Blade was the first person to recommend that I noticed to recommend right off the bat, get it cut out, get it out. My prostate. It was him, all the way from Arizona, and I took what he said to heart because I think he was only 7. How old was he? He was young when he was younger than me, but get it out. Me sorry, Bill. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you should be making me feel dumber than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Kitty.
Yeah, contraindicators. That's actually the word I was looking for. It just didn't come. But that happens a lot. But anyway, so what else is going on, man? I flew at my dad's. By the way, did I tell you? I did when I went Sunday.
Nice.
Right.
Well, I had an excuse. I brought it. I always bring it, and then I always never. I usually don't fly. I thought, well, this time, what the heck? And I put it up. This is before I realized my AC was out. No, I did realize. I was trying to cheer myself up. But he was talking about this gigantic ass tree in his front yard. I said, yeah, boy, it's high. And it's 2 trees. It's like an oak tree with a pine tree in the middle, or some pin leaf tree. It's just surrounding a pine tree, and the pine tree is surviving by being taller. You know what I mean? Because it's not getting any sun around it, but it's high, man. It's way up there. I was like, he goes, I bet you that's 80 feet. And I said, no, I don't think it's not 80 feet. I said, but it's up there. You want to find out how high it is? Yeah. And there we go. I had a use for my drone.
Yes.
Blew it up and got it closer and up and closer. It's almost exactly 50 feet.
You got a part 107?
Huh?
You have to do an inspection, so.
Yeah.
Just trimming the top of the tree a little bit. That's all.
There you go.
Got good and close with the Air 2S, and it was exactly 50 feet. So there you go.
Cool.
Why?
Hey, don't you go damaging Lloyd's.
Your name's more of an adjective or as a description. Not an insult. No. No. You're just a very smart guy, full of facts and full of something. And we come to expect that and love that from you, Don.
Mm.
We do.
Mm.
You know, but we only need one of you.
Yeah. Mark, I was thinking the same thing you said.
Yeah.
What's that?
But Mark said, "Don't go damaging my drone."
Lloyd's.
Right.
Don't go
I'm thinking,
yeah.
I thought, well, if he crashes it now, then I can save money.
Well, it still works well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes, Lloyd. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to
That's fine. Yeah,
because I don't know that I'm gonna be able to buy anything right now.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
However,
extra,
it
AC bill.
that extra little shot from the AC on my truck was very discouraging, shall we say. But I still might do it. We'll see. I mean, if it's going to be nobody, but if I do, it's just you. I'm not advertising or anything.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Just hey.
What do you got to fly with now?
Oh, I've got an Avata 1 and Avata 2. Which the Avata 1 I'm trading for another 3D printer, and
Nice.
I've got a Spark
Spark.
Oh,
and an original Air,
No, no.
There, yeah.
the noise machine. Yeah,
Yep.
but no, I just fly my Avata 2 most days when I do fly. So
you could use a camera drone.
yeah. Oh, it's a good
Lloyd, did you get in touch with Dan?
With who?
Dan,
Don? No, why?
Dan.
not Don. Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Daniel.
Yeah. I said
Since when?
somebody's given him a Spark and the battery's dead on it, and he wants to know if anybody's got a spare battery.
Oh, well, I'll check. Yeah, let me check and see if mine are any good. Yeah, and if it is, I'll bring one down. I'll bring one down to him. Because I bought the I think I bought the Fly More combo for that, or bought extra for it.
Hmm.
It's been that long, you don't even know.
Oh hell yeah, I
When was
don't.
the last time you flew it?
Oh, it's been a while.
1979.
The batteries are probably shot anyway then.
Yeah, they may be. Yeah, that's why I said I'll check to see if my batteries are any good.
You know, I'm not even sure if Michael still has that other drone, but if he, I think I'll do it.
Well, Mr. Wright, he
I
probably has
can't
it.
do it. I just think it's gotta, might not be smart. What's that?
Wright probably has it still.
Oh
I
yeah.
doubt he got rid of it.
All right.
I won't step off camera for a minute. I got to get me some coffee.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bring me back a glass of milk.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just about out, but I think I got enough to get you one glass. That's all I can get. So
Thanks.
Lon spoke
Good
up
enough.
first, so he gets the first glass
Cool.
or the last glass.
Last glass for love.
I finally took my Christmas tree down.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been up since 2014.
2014.
Yep. Mhm.
Mm.
As
Mm.
bad as Paul Murray. Is he still up?
It's ready for the big move.
Did you
What
did you
happened
did you
to
finally
that?
did you finally give in and become a Muslim?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm moving. Didn't you hear? I'm moving into another part.
You told me.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 1 bedroom apartment, and it's got its own washer, dryer, and a dishwasher. Which
What's her name?
You know,
Yeah,
I think that's great, but I think it's kind of interesting that it took moving out of your apartment to make you take your freaking Christmas tree down.
I
well,
know that's rather
wanted to-
My
interesting.
God, you might have to flush the toilet now.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm just-
put it up and I said, screw it. I'm not
Carried
taking
it out, taking it down.
That's cool. Why are you moving? Just tired of that place?
it.
space?
It's cheaper at the new
More
place.
cheaper.
And I don't have to deal with stairs.
Oh,
over
okay.
there, which is really nice.
I didn't know you were dealing with stairs.
Yeah,
How's the neighborhood?
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood. Everybody's 62 and over.
Oh, it's all right. It's one of those. Yeah, good.
Oh, so it's not trendy. You don't have to worry about trendy Nuagua or whatever they're called
Yeah,
coming to get you.
Ragua, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I don't have to worry about people getting murdered or hostage crisis. EVs, yeah. Oh boy.
There's a bunch of broken hips and whatnot.
Yeah, that's all I have to worry. Broken hips and sundowners. Ooh,
and
boy.
gummies. Bingo night.
Yeah. Hot grannies. Yeah, there you go.
Hot grannies.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you like to see my nipples? Let me just get my belt. Let me just unbuckle my pants.
The ageism on this channel is, ladies and gentlemen, some of the opinions and statements on this program do not reflect those of management.
Of
Yeah,
the
we
host.
just have to get a disclaimer going.
There are plenty of hot grannies out there. What are you talking about?
Oh, sure.
Hot grannies in their flowered panties. I mean, there's nothing wrong with grannies. A lot of attractive.
Sure.
It's Barbara Eden.
Hell, there's plenty of grannies that are hot.
Yeah.
I grew up in the hood. I know grannies that are like 32,
And still
33 years old. Shoot, I know a girl who's a grandma. By the time she was barely 30, and she was a grandma.
and still working.
Hey, Joe.
Look how festive.
Joe Blaylock.
Yeah, Lloyd is so festive.
Do what?
He
You're
said
festive. It's like doing a live stream with what's his name, Margarita Grill guy, Margarita
yeah.
Grill guy.
yeah, he's dead. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, right? That's
it'd be Jimmy
not really
Buffett. But yeah,
Jimmy
Yeah.
Buffett. Yes, yeah.
Lloyd, you can't.
Yeah, I wear these so that if I the dementia kick in, I get lost, my kids will know when they send out, the silver alert. Just look for the old man with the brightly colored Hawaiian shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll
In the
stand
middle of
out proud.
Missouri or Oklahoma or where the hell it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oklahoma. Don lives
There
in
you go.
Missouri.
That's right.
Sweeping across the plains, Oklahoma, with a weave in wheat. Sorry.
And they beat their meat. No, that's not how it goes, is it? My bad.
Don is married to a granny,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least one.
Yeah, that's Don for you.
You see, Joe Blaylock is in your channel art.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
how nice. Very nice. I should have linked my channel just for this. Did you take any video when you flew your drone, Bill?
Yes, it was just useless. I did the tree, flipped around, did us waving like idiots, and then went back up and I flew towards the lake, and got the view of the lake and did the turnaround and came back. That was it. Why, you want to see it?
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Go
I got a
ahead.
video you can play too if you want
we
to.
need
I
to
don't
see
care.
it.
It's not great, you know.
Yeah, we need to see a tree that's not crashed into yet.
Yeah.
Ha! Just to prove you can fly a drone without crashing. That's
Yeah.
Well, that video is still in the drone, by the way.
Uh-oh.
what should I do?
So I'll go get it. Ha! Now
All
it's
right.
all on you to do all the talking.
Hey, it's Avatar
Ah.
Steve. How come
Takes-
all of our avatars
Yeah.
went away?
Takes me about 30, 40 seconds just to get out of the chair, so I'm on my way.
He's on
I'm
his
going.
way.
I'm going, you darn whippersnappers.
By the time he's picked up all the stuff he's got to take with him now.
I'm going. I'm doing it. Hush your mouth. I'll post him a link in the chat for one I did. I'm just still dinking around with that stupid variable filter from Polar, bro.
Okay.
Hey, Art, I have an idea for oh, he's gone. What I wonder if is there a live stream like open mic comedy show?
Live stream?
You know where open people could go on and do like comedy, like
Invite
open mic
people
style.
Yeah.
at comedy clubs, yes. I don't know.
No,
if
but on a live stream
Is there
style.
a channel that does
I-
a comedy channel, or somebody who does a comedy channel and they invite people in to, that's what he's talking about, Art.
not
Like an open mic.
I thought that's what
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is Bill talking? No.
Yeah.
I just thought it might be an idea.
This is the channel that we could do it.
Pretty much every channel that art goes on.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
No, it's just a thought, you know. That
is.
or a karaoke channel where somebody that live streams and people can come in and do karaoke. The people just don't want to leave their house. They can do karaoke live
Live
stream
karaoke.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis
Yeah.
Lovely got that cornered.
That would that'd have to be a real.
It could be
lonely person.
horrible. It could be
Yeah.
horrible, or it could be. But then again, it could be funny too. It's all about the mindset. You know, some people can't sing with a damn, but you're having fun though.
All the wrong places.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Hey, lady.
Johnny.
It's just kind of open mic.
Oh, I just wondered. I was trying to think of ideas for art, and it might just a
Yeah,
thought.
he could host a show and
I'm
invite people on, and
Again, I'll repeat
Yeah.
myself. I'm pretty sure that's what we've been doing.
pretty much, yeah.
You could have an open where you could post a link, and you'd have to screen them obviously to make sure it's not some weirdo, but they
Yeah.
could come on and tell give them 5 minutes to tell a joke. You know what I mean? 5 minutes to tell jokes or whatnot.
Why would he not have to be a weirdo?
Yeah.
No, I mean somebody trying to throw the butthole or something like that. I'm saying.
Yeah. Helicopters.
Yeah, you'd have to do that kind of
Helicopter, yeah.
screening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could be comical.
There's no real feedback. Comedians need, that audience feedback. To,
So you can roast. So you can, yeah, a bit of crowd work where you can roast
right,
where you
Yeah.
can roast the audience.
roast the
Well,
audience, or
what the
or-
chat's
That would be
about.
difficult. That part would be
Yeah.
hard because you wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have that.
I'm
So
still going back to
it's
that.
just a thought. You know what I mean?
I'm still
We could
thinking
do it
about that
right now.
karaoke thing.
Dominic, I know you got some stuff ready to go. Let's do it right now. We'll be the audience. Dominic, hit us
Here's
up.
what your best set.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to prepare.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs at least a fortnight.
Yeah.
How about that airline food or whatever?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. I
What's
just flew
up
here from
with
Sydney
that?
and my arms are so tired.
The trouble is I can't make any comments or I'd get cancelled. We had a
How
radio
about that
announcer.
women's soccer team in Australia?
Yeah.
We had a
They haven't won
radio
anything.
announcer get cancelled for making a comment on the Australian women's soccer football team, and the team has been less than how do we say, less than
Stellar.
good.
Stellar. Less than stellar.
Yeah, less
Yeah.
than stellar.
A little better than suck completely.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I think they've won 3 out of their last 15 games, but we're not allowed to comment on that.
That's part of sports. I wouldn't survive in New York, that's for sure.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Or Philadelphia or Detroit?
Right.
Geez, are you kidding me? That's insane.
That's why a lot of these guys they'll take a smaller contract instead of having to go to a major market like that because it's rough. Fans are rough.
Mhm.
Philadelphia, when the Eagles were playing, I mean that was the first stadium that put a magistrate right in the stadium. No waiting. Oh, you threw batteries at the players on the field. Okay, right in. Assault, boom, off to the clink. They actually had a magistrate right in the building. It was the only time that I believe that they actually stopped selling beer in a professional sports venue was Veterans Stadium when the Eagles.
Well, we have them served in plastic cups,
Mhm.
and you can only buy 2 at a time.
Well, I buy technically. You got the people that don't drink. Yeah, I'll have 2. We'll give it to you. Oh, I'll buy 2. Give it to you.
Yeah,
Get up and move around to a different section. I'll have 2 more.
yeah, that's what you do. You get 2 at one of them. You go to the next one and get another 2 there.
Exactly. And it's that
You guys are
exercise
dedicated.
in between stands.
Yeah, it's the exercise.
It's good for you. Oh shit! I'm transferring.
Well, carrying more than 2 plastic cups of beer is not easy.
Yeah.
No, you've got a little crate. They give you a little crate where you can pick it up and walk with it.
Release like what
Which is
6 of
nice.
them, I bet you. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted a link for you, Bill, in the private chat.
Did you?
Yeah, for a video. If you just want to play it, we can just talk over it.
Yeah, we'll just talk over
I
it.
was just testing the stupid VNDs some more. It's not like my best work or nothing goofy like that. I had to fly because I'm gonna get really rusty. Then I'm gonna be in Florida wanting to fly, and I'm gonna be all fucking up and down and whatever.
Up and down.
So this is FPV.
No, it's Air 3S.
It's what? Okay. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh, it's nice right off the bat. Okay.
mm.
You put
All right.
those on a couple of months ago, didn't you?
Would you rather me share it?
My stuff transferred. No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
It's already opened in another tab.
Okay, it's no big deal. I was like,
This one right here.
although I gotta say the sunset was looking pretty good,
Yeah.
Ah,
but it's Soundstripe music, so you'll get copyright if you play it.
Okay.
Those things are on purpose. If you had the music on, Yeah, I'm just dicking around. Just like I said, I'm still testing. I don't know how I feel about I got a shit ton of lens flares.
Oh, you got to have lens flare.
Hmm?
I love lens flare.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that are enamored of God rays, and lens flares.
Ooh, nice. Nice orbit.
Good one, Jim.
Yeah.
You need an
That's not a
animal.
bad one. I haven't heard that one in a while.
need-
There's a flare.
If I'd have known you're willing to pay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
That Lon Denora, he's an excellent pilot.
Yeah.
okay, Ray. How's it going?
No, he really is. Okay, it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
He backs it up with that like somebody was arguing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have that lens flare going.
Yeah, this was down at our secret spot.
What are you making fun of Ray for? Jackass.
Jackass. Why are you punching down, Art?
Yeah.
You're safe.
The backhanded.
All right, you're gonna hit the tower. All right, look
Ah,
at it.
yeah.
Be a good time. And the kid, drone turns around. There's Art hanging from the tower.
Yeah, this is the lens flare of all time right here. We're not. It's a more of a lens aberration, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. Here it comes. You know, and I'm like, oh,
Actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
It
cool.
adds a bit of depth to it.
yeah.
Don't get over the freeway. Stay
Good.
away from that freeway. Yeah.
Sprites.
Jim.
There you go.
Chicka-wah. That's that. Okay.
Yours loaded.
They transferred. Sure.
Cool.
All right. Let's see which one I guess would be the earliest.
That's fun.
These are just, no, we should just talk during this, by the way. So
Yeah. Okay.
here,
We
this
could talk to during that last garbage. Like I said, I'm really interested in how this stupid lens is reacting. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm reasonably happy with it because variable lenses can be problematic. Variable NDs can be problematic, even if we're talking on camera,
Bob.
regular cameras.
Okay, here I am on the bed of the truck, and
Away we go.
yeah, here's a few seconds.
Wow, something on fire?
I think I was vaping.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's nothing there. Then the next thing you know, I'm up here.
Yay!
Wow, that's amazing.
Dun,
Look at that new
dun.
warping drone.
I must have not been.
One that's the one with
See
the
that big ass tree there?
Yep.
That's the one I flew to the top of, but clearly I didn't video that. So,
No.
yeah. But, there we are, leaning against my wounded pickup truck. Oh, you see that nice black truck there? That 2024 F-150 XLT that I put remote start in and a ton of cover. Get a good look because it's not there anymore.
You sold it.
8 months.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Got it. Guess what he has?
Another
Mustang.
Mustang GT.
Yeah.
2025 Mustang, another Mustang GT. So I
It's
sent
so
him
weird. He's like going back and forth. Why don't you just get one of each?
the exact
Because he
same
had a
vehicles
truck
back
and then
there.
he bought a Mustang. Then
But
he
he-
had a Mustang.
but
Then he bought a truck. Why don't you just get one of each?
That's the problem. He doesn't. I don't think he remembers how. I mean, here's the thing. I sent him a picture of the 2024 Mustang GT convertible that was at my house February 6th of last year, a year ago, brand new, that he brought down to show me. Okay, that he traded the white F-150 for, that brand new, that he had for 6 weeks.
Right.
And he traded his Genesis G80 in on
God.
back in December. And he doesn't even remember owning the white F-150.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, I got to stop him. He's going, he's berserk, man.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
like
like
I
I say,
said-
oh, God, why do you do? Because I like him. Because it's the car I like. Because I didn't Are you going to live it 4 months from now when you trade it in? Because that's how long
Would you
that
get
lasts.
one of each? And then he won't have to worry about it.
Oh, I did.
He's
Maybe I
got it
did.
covered.
No, I didn't.
He's
No,
buying,
the last Mustang lasted 4.5 months. Fucking
Yeah.
beautiful Mustang GT convertible.
he
Well, that
must,
dealership is making lots of money, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they love him there. He goes there for technical support, and they help him. It's
Yeah,
like
of
he
course.
gets a new phone, and the salesman help him out how to.
Well, yeah, that's because
It's
they know that
wonderful.
he's going to come back in 4 or 5 months and buy
I'll
another
be
new
honest, I
vehicle.
was involved in the deal on the white truck, and they weren't cheating him. Yeah, I used to sell cars. They did him good on that one, and I helped make sure of that. Which is funny because he doesn't even remember me being there at the dealership doing it. It was a year in December,
Yeah.
so that's not cool.
Well, they
we
give him a
got-
fair
Yeah, that's
price,
rough when they
but
get like that.
they're still making money though.
Oh, they're making money, absolutely. Yeah.
has he ever thought about renting them instead?
He doesn't want to.
Leasing
He doesn't have to.
or
No, just rent one for a couple of weeks and then take it back and get a different one.
That's not
that's
brand
an.
new.
I think he should just buy one of each.
It's not brand new. No,
I
he doesn't
mean-
need to. He knows what a Mustang feels like. How many Mustang GT? He's owned like 6 Mustang GTs in the last 11 years. So he
I get
knows
it.
what they feel like. He knows what they drive like. He knows what they're like. He's not buying them to try them out. He's buying them because he
Oh, I
likes them.
understand.
So renting's not going to work because that's if you want to try a vehicle for a little while. It's not
Right.
about that. I told him
No.
what he needs to do is when he back in the day when he had like a Hyundai Sonata as his daily, and then he'd have the Mustang GT, and he didn't drive it every single day. So now it was more of an event, not event, but what I mean. Oh, I'm going to buy my tickets. Oh, you jump in the daily driver and just go get his tickets, and not think anything of it. And says, let's go for a ride with the Mustang, with the Tata, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to go now. Riding the Mustang isn't a big deal. I'm going to because that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be going to buy his lottery tickets and his groceries with this GT, and it's just going to be his car. You know what I mean? He's going to lose, and then one day his back's going to be bothered. He says his back never hurts him. I find that hard to believe. Getting in and those cars aren't terrible, but it's less than optimal.
Well, that's my point, though. So if he just had one of each, he'd have the truck, and then he'd have the Mustang, and then he doesn't have to keep buying them.
Oh,
Just keep one of each.
It's funny you said because he's got the '66 Galaxy in the garage.
Well,
Yeah.
get rid of that. He obviously doesn't like that anymore. I don't guess.
Oh, he loves that car. He loves them
Well,
all. Actually, you can kind of see it right there.
No, I see it.
There
We
it
can
is.
have 3 cars then. So what?
Yeah, I know. And he's had 3 cars in the past and motorcycles. For a guy,
We're losing less money,
He
in
drives
my
like
opinion, by
15
trading them in.
He drives like 11 to 1,500 miles a year. Yes, but it's what he likes. It makes him happy. So I can't say anything.
Cool.
I can, but a lot of good it does.
It just feels like he owns a truck, then he misses the Mustang. So then he gets a Mustang, then he misses a truck. So
Well,
he goes and he trades the Mustang on a truck. He's going
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
So just have them both.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I even said it to him like this. I said, why do you need 480 some odd, nearly 500 horsepower in your vehicle?
Yeah.
You never
can't
speed.
talk.
You don't speed. You don't drive like that. And he goes, no, I never drive like that. I'm not like that. And I said, I know. You're making my point. Why do you need? The regular Mustang has over 300 horses, and it's pretty damn quick. So quick enough for you, and maybe a little less dangerous. So I tell you, you got to pay attention when you're in those. And they'll take off on you if you're not paying attention. Things are fast, But whatever. What is this now? What did I do here? Anything?
That's the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
very pebbly.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
know they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Nice
Oh wow, look
trees.
at these guys.
yeah. That should have been my picture.
Yeah, get a load of those too.
That's
Oh,
like what?
Oh,
It's
wait.
You want me to
awesome.
wave at a drone? Okay, bud. Cool.
mhm. It's Paul Senior from American Choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he looks like?
I don't know. He's got mutton chops, but I wouldn't go so far as to say he looks like Paul Senior.
Oh, maybe I played these out of order. I think this is, yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, it's the tree.
This is, see the pine tree sticking out?
Yeah.
Yep,
It's like,
that's what she said.
it's like a widow tree.
Giggity.
50 feet's that's pretty tall.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
was about 6.
You're not judging from right there, are you? You need to go higher.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I was eyeballing it at first because, you know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I'm eyeballing you, baby. Woo-hoo. Yeah,
A little higher.
sir.
That
A little
should,
higher.
should be in the
All
center
right.
because I made the
can do it.
gimbal level. So it should be right.
Look. It looks more like a spruce tree.
A
Yeah.
little higher.
Yeah, it is. Spruce is a pine tree.
Well, it's a kind of.
Higher.
Yeah, it's a conifer. Yeah.
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 Let's get all technical.
Higher.
A little higher. Come on. Don't be.
Come on, you can do it, little
There
buckaroo.
it is. I think we're there.
That's not no the bottom. I think it measures from the bottom of the drone, not the center of the camera.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're probably right.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
We're
very
talking in
close
inches here,
there.
2 inches, man. Who cares?
That might be 51
I'm just
or
messing with
52.
you.
51 or
I'm just
52
messing with
feet.
you.
And
We're
there's
It's an inch or two, bro.
We're getting close enough. That's enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go look at the lake. There we
Good
go.
thing cranes over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He just got all new windows. He just likes spending money. Not that window. That's the garage. The house has all brand new
You need
storm
to tell him, Dad, quit spending my money.
windows. Well, like the hurricane-proof windows, insulated windows.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's expensive, but whatever. Said, oh, I'm putting this in here because this will be yours someday. Not that I mind the neighborhood. I like it better here,
Look nice and quiet.
but it doesn't make sense. If I inherit that house and then move into it, I have to sell this one and take what 35% capital
I
gains.
know you
back?
keep talking about this capital gains. But you're forgetting you're getting a house for free. So even if you lose
Why
20
don't I-
grand on your existing house, you still got a house for free.
I have a house. Why do I need it? Why do I listen? If I sell this house, allegedly get the 270 or whatever I get for it, and then have to give the government back $90,000 fucking dollars,
Right.
Or-
What'd you pay for the house to begin with?
sell that one for around 270 or whatever, and keep all of it. You don't pay capital gains on inheritance.
Well, it depends on which house is nicer, and I don't mean that in an offensive way because I've never seen your house, so I don't know. I would move in the house that's nicer.
His house is a little better.
Do they still tax you if you
Because
rent it?
his house is block for one thing. This is stick built with stucco.
Got hurricane windows.
Got the hurricane windows. It's slightly bigger on the inside. He's got tile all throughout. They both got new roofs. I don't know. I like my house.
Well,
That
just take it
builder
in your
really
house
likes
here
I
if you
also like
want.
the
I'm
neighborhood.
just saying.
This is an old rundown. I mean, the neighborhood's okay. It's not crime ridden or anything, but it's permanent resident neighborhood that used to be. I think this. Oh no, it's still going. That used to just be for vacation homes. You know what I mean? So there's a shit ton of quickly built small little houses. I mean, it's okay. It's by Disney World. So what?
What, where your dad lives? You're talking about now?
Yeah, this is St. Cloud, Florida. Yeah, it's next to Kissimmee.
Oh yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, it's a judgment call. All I'm saying though is that all the talk about what you lose, it's like if you paid $80K for your house when you bought it, and you sell it for $270 and they pull 90, you still walked away with,
Yeah, but why-
$100K.
Yeah, but why?
Huh?
Why give up 90 when you don't have to?
Yeah. Why
I'm,
give
not,
money to the
I'm
government?
saying if the other house is better is what I'm saying. That's all.
It's not 90K better.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
not a loss though if you paid less than 100,000 for your house you have now. You can sell it for 270. I'm not sure I'm getting this loss
You know
narrative.
you know what I paid for my house? I bought
Like
it.
70-some thousand or something. I thought
No, I paid during
less than that.
I got it. I got it out of bankruptcy. Somebody's bankruptcy. I got it during the crash for 45.
Well, then shut up. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Did you pay for it with a mortgage? If you did, you paid a lot more than 45 for it.
Oh yeah, technically. I mean,
Mm.
I'll sell that house.
yeah, it's all judgment call. I'm just saying, you got your house for 45. You're getting a free house. You can sell
Who knows?
either
It'll be
one of the houses for
275, it might be
$300,000.
250,
I
might be
don't.
240, might be 230. His house goes for a little more, maybe about the same when you look at Zillow. You know, it's within
Sure,
10
sure.
grand, 20 grand, something like that.
Fair. Yeah, it's all a numbers game. It all depends on where you want to live, and
Yeah,
you
there's
know.
other things too. When if I move, I'm not. There's homesteading. I lose my homesteading on this property here, and if you move into a new property, then I pay full boat on the taxes. You understand? I'm homesteading this. I only pay about $1,000 here in property taxes here. Now, if I went to that house because it'd be considered a new
You'd be
residence,
paying full boat.
they
Yeah.
reassess and it jump up to $3,000. So there is
Okay, that's fair.
so there is, at least so there is that.
Well, you have 300K in your pocket, though. I want to keep going back to that. Or 200K in your pocket.
Yeah, which I would
You
have,
have to-
which I would have if I sold this house without increasing my tax base.
I understand. In either case, you got a couple $100,000 in your pocket
Yeah.
that you didn't even necessarily earn. So stop it.
Why?
So stop it. That's all I'm saying.
I earn everything I
Stop
get in
it.
my life.
If you paid 45 for a house and now it's worth 300, and you get another house given to you,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry
That
to
was
tell you.
my investment. It was my investment. You know, my idea.
No. You deserve every penny.
And
I'm
the house
just saying.
it needed work too, because that's one of the things. These houses were empty. There was a bunch. There was
Oh,
a
I
lot
know.
of them during the crash, and I found the one that needed.
I
the
remember
least,
that.
the least amount of work. I should have done more than one. you
Right.
know,
I was tempted to get a condo
Yeah.
back then. They were giving condos away. It was insane. 25K, 30K would get you a condo. It was like 3 years old, 4 years old.
Yeah.
They were giving them away.
Did the wall fixing and the painting. I think what happened was the guy that owned it didn't live here. He was renting it. So then the people renting it lost their homes because this guy lost his mortgage, and they did a little tearing up on the way out the door. You know,
Right. Or just
There was
didn't
some
care.
work.
Sure.
there were some holes in the walls. There were like they had a party and kicked holes in walls.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
But I'm pretty good at fixing stuff. Like you couldn't tell. You can't tell now.
Mm.
I mean, what also helps in Florida is this friggin' orange peel that they put on all the walls. And so you could do a half-ass repair, and you just get that orange peel, put it up there, and you don't see it. Popcorn ceilings and orange peel walls.
Hmm.
Yeah. Part of the whole when its area was growing, it was the fastest growing city in the country. They had this thing over towns of over 100,000, and this was the fastest growing town in the country for at least 12 years.
Wow.
And now, the population of Port St. Lucie, Florida. People think people aren't moving to Florida. They're moving to Florida. Huh? I know they are, but let's see what the latest population is. 245,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and I moved here into Florida in 06. And Port St. Lucie had 100. Let me see, or is this looks like 05. 05, Port St. Lucie. 06, 142. So 100,000 people since I moved to Florida.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it. Like I said, I almost regret it. Kind of, not really, but it was just a thought I had because you're exactly right. I mean, there were houses, they were brand new, they were given away. It was just insane.
Yeah.
And condos, the condo situation was nuts.
Well, you still had to be smart about it because a lot of them had liens, that you had to clear previous tax liens like that. But towns were, after a while, they were just wanting those things filled. So,
Well, they're just getting damaged, just sitting there, going to shit, just sitting. Yeah. Yep.
Excuse me.
They were giving you tax breaks too, if I'm not mistaken, right, Bill? For a while, no property tax for X amount of time or something like that.
I don't know. I think that was more commercial. I don't think I didn't see anything like that.
You're right. I apologize. You're absolutely right. It was a commercial thing.
Because the taxes automatically came down to next to nothing because when the houses were empty and reappraised and they all started selling for one. This house, even back in what year was it? 05? It was sold at one was I don't know. The house was built in 83. I think in 05 it sold for 158, and I got it for 45. So, but even at 158, the tax base was $3,000. So, it's just changed. Population Port St. Lucie. When I moved into Port St. Lucie in 09, because I was living in St. Cloud for a couple of years, 154,884. So, like I said, since I moved here, 245. Holy crap!
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not our imagination when we complain about the traffic. Because
Oh,
a lot of those people were here already. They just weren't here all year. And a lot of them decided, screw it, and live here all year now.
Bill, you were talking about Del Taco.
Yeah.
All of them in Colorado closed.
Did they? They're like a lot of people out west. They're moving to Florida
Yeah, that's right. Mhm.
and Tennessee and Texas.
Mhm.
Yep.
You think
But,
as high as you guys are, a taco joint would be no way you could lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a Mexican restaurant on almost every corner.
Yeah, you can't
Who's
swing a
that?
dead cat without hitting one.
Right.
Actually, you
There's
can't swing a dead cat because they're all used in the restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Korean restaurants. Yeah.
man, you're killing me. The freaking when we went to Spin Down, what city is that?
That's
That,
still in Colorado.
Dylan,
Yeah, there was no steakhouse. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You can't buy a effing steak in Dillon, Colorado to save your damn
Well,
life.
you had to go
Trust
over
me, I
to-
looked.
You had to go over to oh
Some
God.
other town, I forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, say what? Drive like 30 miles to get a damn
Yeah.
steak.
Mhm.
I was like, really? All right, let's go. Pack it up, Ken.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
it
It's
in.
about, man. I'm like,
didn't
I'm
used
out.
to be like that.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
Not even
Nite?
not even a crappy Lone Star chain or something. Nothing.
No.
No,
Nothing. Zip.
it didn't used to be
I
like
mean,
that.
Yeah.
you
Oh.
probably could have got a Sizzler steak or something at one of the restaurants, but not a steak. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk
Right.
in and get a effing ribeye or something. You might have been able to. I don't know the restaurant right in Dillon though. I said, you guys don't. I'm looking at the menu. I go, you guys don't have steak? And they're like, no. What?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You're kidding me?
Did they have soy? What is
Georgetown
like all
probably had
veganed out?
The Rams probably had steaks.
No, I'm afraid to look at that picture.
Ain't no kidding.
All right.
It's something weird, I'm sure.
Yep.
Here we go. It's funny how they're opening here.
Ah,
No, no.
I know Del Taco is pretty big, but they're closing up stores, huh?
mhm.
Never ate at one.
Well, they're a franchise, I'm sure. So
Well, obviously.
the franchisees are closing, not. So
Yeah.
if there's a bunch in your town that are closing, they're probably all owned by the same company or guy or whatever. He just made the decision to close them. It has nothing to do with Del Taco, technically.
Well, true, but what
It's the
happens?
guy
in
that
lo-
ran the franchise.
What
Yeah.
happens in a lot of those cases, though, Lon, is corporate. It becomes a corporate store, and then corporate sells it to another franchise. If it's got any value, the corporate will pick it up.
Right.
There was a
So if you flip your franchise, the corporate will come in and buy it. You're saying, and then they'll sell it off.
if corporate believes it was being run badly and it should have the potential to stay open, corporate it can be run as a corporate store. Yeah.
So the owner's shoved out, basically.
As an example, in Port St. Lucie, we got one Golden Corral, and then there's one in Fort Pierce, but that's not franchise owned. The Fort Pierce is a corporate store, for example. But it wasn't always. and that's what some chains will do. So if they closed up and they weren't picked up and none of them were kept open, then they weren't doing well, obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me see. Unless Del Taco's liquid capital, unless they're doing poorly. I'm just curious how many locations there are. There seem to be quite a few.
Yeah, and like I said, and you know what probably doesn't help any Art. I don't know about where you live, but if in some places where they mandatory $20 an hour and yada yada,
Yeah, we
Michigan
got
just passed a law where if you work part time, even if you work part time, your company has to give you 9 sick days a year, or 9 sick days a year,
right.
9 sick days.
Jack in the Box owns Del Taco.
Oh wow, Jack! That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Well,
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
We got
Only 9 sick days.
there's one right over by
No,
where
the English guy, the Europeans going. We get 11 months of sick days. What's wrong with you guys?
6 months full pay and 6 months on half pay.
Yeah, my ex-wife was German, and I was like, wait a minute, what? She got like 30 days of paid vacation. You could take like a voluntary layoff and get paid full 100%. I'm like, wait a minute, what? You could be off like 6 months a year or something like that, or 3 months a year or whatever it was.
6
we
months
got
in the
family leave here. So say you're taking care of a sick parent or something, you could take 6 months off. Yeah.
Well, mothers get, is it 6 or 9 months maternity leave? Well, the dad gets 2 weeks paternity leave as well now.
Okay, so you guys never told me this. I guess Del Taco is not just tacos. Are maybe you did tell me, but their menu includes both American fast food favorites like
Hello,
cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
French fries. I know you said something about French fries. Apparently, they sell cheeseburgers. And
Yeah, they sell everything.
yeah,
In paradise.
there's 9 of them in Florida. I guess there'll be 10 now.
Speaking of maternity, how about Cat Tim just had her baby.
Did she? What she have?
A human.
The boy.
Once again, just blurting out news without any facts, anything to back it up.
Well,
You know, the woman's been pregnant for like 10 months, so it's not really.
we won't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
enough to tell us what gender it is, Bill.
It's not really a shock.
We're not going to know
Nah,
what
she
gender
had a
the
boy,
baby
I
is
think, is what I
until it
heard.
gets old enough to tell us. I'll have you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So we're not going to know for at least 2 to 3 years.
Don told me that a couple of weeks ago. Sorry,
Baby.
Don. I wasn't paying
Huh?
attention. Don told me a couple of weeks ago about the cheeseburgers, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and sadly, she's been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Well, she's been sickly her whole life, I guess.
right. She's had a lot of problems. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, God bless her. Hope she's all right.
Yeah.
We got Ed.
Ed from Winnipeg.
Yeah, from Winnipeg. That's too bad because she's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is.
she's funny and smart.
He is.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is.
She's from Michigan too.
And a libertarian, by the way, Lon. So there you go. Perfect.
I know. She's a libertarian.
Yep. She's
Now, was
from
that-
Detroit.
Yeah, she's from Detroit area.
Yeah.
She used to work for what's it called? It's a stupid chicken joint where they sold rotisserie chicken.
Oh. Boston Market.
Yeah, Boston Market.
Yeah.
I probably got chicken from her because whenever we went to Detroit, half the time we would stop at Boston Market all the time.
God, that was
Hey,
like a,
Philip's in the back.
secret. I finally found it.
Philip is in.
Del Taco has
Back.
approximately 600 locations in the United States.
Well,
Yeah. Who's here? Oh, Philip.
Philip,
The Chatster.
There he
the
is.
dual shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, mister.
Mr. Dual
Well,
Poop.
Mr. Koshat.
Yeah.
Evening. How y'all doing?
Yeah, good
Right.
evening.
I thought
That's
Just
like
got through.
Koshat.
evening.
Just
They ever
got through
bust your
eating.
chops? They ever bust your chops when that TV show was on? Coal Shack.
Kolchak, the Night
Oh,
Stalker.
Khrushchev,
The
yeah.
Nite.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
love that show.
There you go.
We used to
Yeah.
sit and yell at the TV. What's
And
wrong with
then
you
you had-
white people? Get out of there.
Then you had Kojak with
What are you thinking? Wait a minute. That's where the monsters are. Why are you going down there, stupid? You know what I'm saying? God, what's wrong with white people? We used to sit and watch that show all the time.
That's the
What are you
big joke in
thinking?
movies. White people do the stupidest things in horror movies,
Yeah,
and
bro.
yet the black ones are the first ones to get killed.
We're like, wait, what? I said, this show would be over in 2 minutes if it was me. He's like, there's vampires down there. Oh.
Lon's the one.
Assalam, I'm out of here.
Lon's the
Roll the
one that can
credits.
tell you in a movie theater when Freddy Krueger's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Home fights with drones. What's the Bob Dempsey? Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey.
What are you, weird?
Bob says there's going to be a big discussion going on in the chat now because he says they got great fish tacos, and the instant response from the naysayer crowd, not great fish tacos, but they do a good job soaking up the alcohol. Okay, that's high praise indeed.
Fish tacos just don't sound right.
I
to
mean,
me.
is that when you're dipping in the alcohol?
It's very spongy fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, I always thought that sounded stupid, any kind of fish, but I've had fish tacos and they were damn good. I mean, I had
fish tacos. They're fine.
I had ahi tacos. I thought they were great.
Yep.
I've had mahi tacos. I think they're great.
Mahi.
Ahi and mahi. Like them both.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tilapia makes a good taco.
Yep.
Mm.
Very good taco.
Yeah,
Shrimp. Shrimp makes a good taco.
sure does.
Yeah.
Mm.
Problem
Yeah.
is, the shrimp always falls out of mine.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as ground beef. I mean, it's not,
True.
I like it. I like with deep fried shrimp tacos more
You got to
than,
open your mouth wider there, Phil. Get it in there.
yeah, Philly.
Get it in there. Phil.
It's like eating a meatball sub, quite frankly. Same
Oh,
problem.
that I can do. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's the same problem, though.
Yeah.
Eating a meatball sub is the same
'Cause
problem.
by the time you get to the end of it, it's so soggy and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I toast the bread. I toast the bun before I
Yeah.
I make them toast the bun before they make it. It's still not perfect. It's still gonna get soggy, but it
Yeah, it's still
takes
gonna
longer.
get soggy.
It takes longer
Yeah.
though.
See, I'm going to show this in the chat because, see, he's trying to be friendly, which is nice, right? But you know what? He's in no man's land on Artie's channel.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So he's saying hi to everybody. What's going on? Now he's sitting there thinking, motherfucker, they're all ignoring me. What's up with that? I'm sorry, brother. It's because no one's there because that's Artie's channel. You got to come to.
Yeah, I do the
Bill's
research.
toys.
Come on over to Bill's. The water's fine.
Uncle
Yeah.
Bill's Toys. Yeah.
Uncle Bill's
Because I see what I
toys.
Art just sits there and chats with them on his channel. Doesn't tell them to go. He's just running his own channel on the side there, which is
Yeah.
that's just great, Art. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
your side piece.
Yeah. But everybody, just so you know, Ed said hello. So everybody say hi back. I'll let them know.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, Ed.
Hey,
Hey Ed.
I was talking
Hey,
to
Ed.
Ed, but
Ed actually came on Paul Murray's stream
Yep.
before.
We had Ed on Paul Murray's stream.
And
Yeah.
he was
yeah.
taking his wife
congratulations.
dinner.
Was
So
it good? What's that like? What's it like?
there's cool cats over on my stream.
Ed's a,
Oh
Ed,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kitty. I think he went over there to give him the link for this stream.
Did somebody
Nice
just
job.
join? Somebody just joined. Oh no.
Is it
Ladies
Don?
and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and
Uh-oh.
neighbors.
Oh,
no, no.
Uh-oh.
It's the Don.
Oh no.
Yay!
everybody look away, look away, look away.
Way up.
Oh Don, you shine like the sun.
You're muted, Don.
You're muted,
Yes,
Don.
Don, you're muted.
Oh, he was probably
Oh, my
insulting.
mic.
He was
I
probably
left it in the
insulting the
car.
piss. He probably was insulting the piss out of us just now too. This is just ruining.
You bloated son bitches.
Still can't hear you.
Bloated packs of
You use
bags
my
of
name as
crap.
an insult.
Motherfucker.
How dare you?
I
You
can read that one.
trashy ass fudge packing.
It ruins the impact when when you start off with no audio like that. It does.
I always wanted a mime for my birthday.
Did you get it? Oh, he's still thinking about it.
No, your volume's
No.
good on our side here. So, but
Did you charge up the battery on your microphone system?
Is it turned on?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's the next one.
Look at the
Did you turn it on?
Yes, Lloyd.
Yes, stupid.
Yeah, like
Professional geographer. Yeah.
It's interesting because he's linking it to his computer, it looks like.
I think it's just excuses to touch himself.
Checking settings.
welcome to technical
Yeah,
support.
it might be
First,
picking
we
the
must
wrong
ask,
mic.
have you turned on your computer?
If it's not on, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, Don. That's all I got to say.
Right settings.
Yeah, it's not on.
Yeah, oh,
It's on.
Look, oh, yeah, the power.
Huh.
I got
Maybe
the
it's-
power.
Maybe it's that dead cat on it.
Yeah, his voice is coming over the TV in the living room. His wife is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because it's blue when it's linked, right? Because mine's blue.
Maybe that's
I don't know what Mikey's got though. I can't tell from here.
I'm so blue when I'm
I'll
linked to
have a
you.
blue
I could get my
Christmas
camera to work.
Linked to you.
without you.
See, Don, this sucks because we're all in eager anticipation of what you had.
Yeah, we're all waiting for you to, you know.
Now
Now we're gonna start a round robin karaoke session.
after all this, it's going to be a letdown no matter what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, it don't matter what it could be the pithiest shit ever.
Oh, no.
It could be the pithiest shit ever, and it's gonna be like it's gonna go over like a lead balloon.
Hey,
The
Lon,
anticipation is killing us.
Does he have Apple products?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, does he?
Yes,
That's what you
I think
get.
so.
Yeah,
I think I'm going bisexual, fellas. So I have the S25 Ultra, and I put a case on it that
Oh,
makes
wow.
it MagSafe. That
oh,
makes
wow.
it MagSafe. And then I bought the Samsung charger, the wireless charger. But then I put a
And then I put
I
a
think
good,
slippery. I put a
dent into it.
MagSafe thing on it, so
So
I
MagSafe
can MagSafe it.
does MagSafe make it safe against like gravity? you drop it and it hovers.
Drop
above
it in and break
Well,
it.
what's nice about this is that it's, you know,
it automatically attaches.
it's magnetic. Yeah,
How much?
it automatically.
It's like a
much-
magnet almost.
Well,
How
no,
many
it lines it up. Mark's exactly right. It lines it up because first gen chargers were the worst for this. The new chargers aren't so bad, but first gen ones were horrible. Where if you didn't get it on the charging pad just right, it didn't charge, and you wake up the next morning, the shit wasn't charged.
That doesn't seem very safe to me. That's more
Fine.
magnet safe.
Well, this isn't made for it. This is the Afro-engineered, as my boss used to say. You know?
we don't say that here. Yeah. Jury rigged. Yeah.
Jury rigged, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got against Jerry?
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Jury.
He was always rigging. Yeah.
How many
Okay.
charges can you,
It's-
how many
it's
charges
great.
can you get
Oh,
off
wow.
of it?
It doesn't
This?
doesn't this
5, I think.
this
Five.
if this isn't lined up, it doesn't pop. It pops into place when it's lined up to the thing on the back of the thing on the thing. When you make the magnetic
Yeah.
thing on here, it doesn't sit flat unless it's like, yeah, I guess it's not doing it. I'm doing it. I'm turning it. And so there's like a little nipple on there that falls into this tiny little hole to make sure it's lined up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, even with a regular wireless charger, if it's not sitting, sometime in a case, if it's not sitting quite right, you think it's charging. You think it's charging, but it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've had
That's
that.
what that I gotta give Apple credit. That's where this comes into play.
Yeah, yeah.
That
As
it
soon as
lines
I
it up.
put mine on its charger, it pops up and says charging, and I just got to get it close enough because that is
Yep.
an Apple, and I use a
They do that if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, then you maybe you wake up in the morning, you got
Yeah.
27% on your phone.
Not Lloyd's though, because it grabs it.
no.
It grabs it and
Mine
moves
will
it where it needs to
literally
be.
grab it. There's nothing to
Yeah.
connect it but that magnet, so it'll fall off if it's not
Mhm.
lined up.
Good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.
Night, Bob.
Yeah,
If I
same as,
try to put it on wrong, they won't
Yeah.
stay.
you see, I also have a charger like that in my vehicle too that sits up on my dash. I just sit and it holds
Yeah,
it,
me too.
locks it right into
Me
place.
too.
Our wireless charger has an LED strip on the side though, so if it's not in right, it blinks.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
Yeah.
so you'll know you're not hooked up. But that's a matter of was I paying attention? Really sleepy head going to bed last night and just dropping it in there, and But yours, you don't have to worry, like you said. It just does it. for you.
That's the whole beauty of it. You give him credit where
Yeah.
credit's due.
Yeah.
And it's I have one in my car too, Lloyd. And that
Yeah.
goes go boop,
There- Yep, it's
and
nice.
it grabs it and pop. And you gotta peel the damn thing off too. It's like you gotta
Yeah,
let go.
Bob's coming to the South Florida Joan meetup coming up soon.
Oh.
April what?
Who?
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I mean, it grows. So, I mean, try to
Dempsey?
yeah.
Oh,
Said I'll
cool.
see you all soon.
Rob
Okay,
Brown.
yeah. All right, Bob.
I thought
I'll
he's
see you.
he's
when I'm
gonna
down
hunt
there.
us or something.
Yeah, he's been coming to him.
Yeah, Ron Brown's been there a week already.
Ron Brown's already there.
He's already there. Yeah.
Yeah, the Koshat went to Art's channel. That's so funny. Just keep messaging on Art's channel to get him what do they call that? Not interaction, engagement points or whatever.
Make his,
Right?
make his algorithm go like this.
Yeah.
Algorithm. Hit the algorithm. Hit that
Yeah.
like button. Yep.
Yeah. Hit that like button.
On both.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Both of them? Hit both of them?
Yep.
Okay. Which order?
Hit Bill's first.
Okay.
Hit Bill's first because
Yeah,
he's
hit
closed.
Bill's first, then come
Oh, I
over.
already hit Bill's. I hit Bill's before we went to go eat.
Ah.
Ah,
Just-
Then
see.
don't worry about
Based on
ours. It
this.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just skimming off the top, anyways.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
a
had
little skimmer.
it was Saturday night cook, so I had to cook tonight. Cooked orange
Rabbi
chicken,
Colson.
egg rolls, jasmine rice.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Wow, you are
Cool.
the gourmet. I just realized
How
I got
about that Jasmine?
pictures of you on my phone there, Phil. I got a notification I was over my 30 gig limit in my Chrome or whatever Google Space or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
So I started going through deleting some old vids and stuff, to knock it back down below 30. And I was getting into some of the older pictures, and there you are, Ed Sticks. So I thought of you today. I don't know, it's just fun. I didn't realize you were in my phone, so there you go.
leave.
I'll have to
Oh,
dig
no.
some of those photos up and put them up maybe next week because they're all of the last year's meetup and I thought I'd lost those. I transferred them onto a drive on this computer that I accidentally formatted. Believe it or not, after all these
Oh,
years,
no.
I formatted the wrong drive. It was my
Yeah, you're trying to format something else and click the wrong thing. Yeah.
formatted the wrong drive. But apparently I didn't lose. I'm okay. I got this 5 terabyte backup over here, and most of my stuff's on that. You know what I mean? But I did have some stuff that I hadn't gotten around to transferring over. So
Oh, Don.
All right, my
Again.
ball's back.
okay,
Don's back. Let's see if this works.
let's
Yeah.
One more try.
Yeah.
see. Okay, you look evil.
He
That's
turned
good.
off the
I
light.
don't
and
wanna
apparently
let
that helps.
you
Yeah,
hold
you
you.
turn it
Now, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got his red
Yeah.
light on.
No, I had to restart,
Oh.
and it was selected in the Bluetooth.
Well, all that ultraviolet light was interfering with your audio, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, you're infrared at the moment, I think.
And so
Yep,
is
I'm
Sippy
getting
Tone.
ready to
You
open up
look
my.
like you got your red light on.
Nope,
Roxanne.
Yeah,
Roxanne,
right.
you got
it,
your red
it,
light
it is
on.
it is a white light. It's just my
Diamond.
white balance is way off on this camera for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy night.
It's his evil
Put
aura.
on the red light. Roxanne.
Well, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you as always.
Oh wow,
Absolutely, yeah.
that's contrasty.
What? I'm always
He's changing his settings. Oh, he's getting
go.
somewhere.
There we go.
There we
green.
go.
He's getting somewhere.
I saw some green. That was green, wasn't it? You got to help me with colors.
Oh, okay, that's a little too
Oh, there
much.
you go. Look at them pretty brown
Yeah.
eyes.
There you go. You look like Mr. Bill.
Ah, how about that?
Oh, definitely.
Mr. B, I
There
mean,
you
not
go.
Mr. Bill,
Perfect.
Mr. B.
Actually, I think the first setting was the best.
The red.
Yeah, because we couldn't see that much of him.
Oh, snap.
Oh, Lord.
Say freak.
First shot up across the bow.
Aw.
You're getting beat up with a blob of yellow in the middle of the screen there.
Well, I figured I'd get in the first shot because the rest of them will all the points will be going to him the rest of the night. So
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
he gets his points in. Don't you, Don?
What you drinking, Don? Peanut butter or something?
Yes, peanut butter whiskey.
You guys.
Is
So
it really?
interesting to me.
You're teasing me.
It's nice. It's just a nice, sweet on ice. It's just a perfect little.
Yeah,
Toddy.
What's the mix? What's the mixer?
probably nothing.
It's just
Right?
nothing. It's just straight peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, you're drinking it straight? Oof.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
It's
yeah.
sweet.
It's
this
easy
is
to do.
Yeah, if you really want just sweet, you get the what is it, Screwball? This is the Bird Dog, which is you get more of the whiskey flavor in it.
I finally found some Bird Dog up in St. Cloud. A liquor store had it. It was good. I liked it. Yep,
Yeah.
Bird Dog was good.
Yeah,
I like
much
ugly-
better mix of alcohol versus sweet.
I like Ugly Dog. I had Squirrel recently. That was pretty good.
Well,
You probably had that. SQRRL.
yep.
That's less sweet. Yeah, you
I
probably
had
like it.
the other night when I went and got this. I don't know if I mentioned it. They had the vodka espresso martinis
Mhm.
Yeah,
in
you
a
did.
can.
In the
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I like them out in the living room.
Well,
Yeah,
I like it. I like it in the can.
I bet you do.
That's what I heard. That's what he said.
You see, you can't really say. Let's go back and clip that when I did it so purposely.
Yeah, you're right. You're
It
right.
kind of weakens it.
I'm still trying to figure out why they call it a squirrel. Why they call it squirrel?
That's the brand of the peanut butter whiskey.
Got
SQRRL.
nuts in it.
squirrel,
Yeah.
peanut butter. Squirrels eat nuts.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty well. That's a pretty big now. That's the one that Bill Thomas was drinking on his channel.
They could have named it elephant, I guess. They like peanuts.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too heavy.
Too heavy. They could name it Dumbo. Pachyderm.
They could have named it Dominic.
Yeah.
One of them says something suggestive like that on there. You'll love our nuts, or something. Something along those lines. Yeah.
These
Oh my God.
nuts. These nuts. There you
These
go.
nuts.
These nuts.
They do sell D's nuts.
Yeah. These nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lawsuit over that whole.
I know we have a what's it? Peanuts that are called Big D.
Big D.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a cider called Dickens.
Oh, Dickens.
Yeah.
Everybody have
Dickens cider.
But people complained and they had to remove it.
But you said Big Dick's nuts. Is that what Is that what they have?
I'm not sure
Big D, I
it was
thought.
all that. I'm not sure it was all of that. Well, we have a
Big. We got a brand named Big Dick, and we're talking about peanuts. So it'd be Big Dick nuts.
yeah. I read
pop it in your mouth. You know, it's just
I shall return. I'll be back in a minute.
okay.
slogans.
Thanks
just
for the
like
warning. Yeah, we had I met this guy too. He came up with this hand scrub, and everybody's doing it now. But it was called Beaver Nut Scrub.
Oh,
and he used to work at the Domino factory, the Domino Nuts or whatever it's called. Is it Domino's, right? Or nut? Or wait a minute. Anyway, they sell nuts. It's some big factory that sells nuts, right?
Like planted.
And all the old guys, diamond nuts. That's what it is. Diamond.
Yeah.
And all the old guys, he noticed, would take like Dawn dishwashing liquid, and they would grind up the shells and whatnot,
Well, there's
and
probably
mix it in with the
shell
Dawn to
dust.
clean their hands.
There's probably shell dust all over that place, so they would just have to scoop it up and use it. You know what I mean?
Regardless, and they would mix it and use it to clean their hands, right?
Regardless.
And he goes, "Hey, that's a good idea." So he started selling it out of his garage. There's one of those kind of companies, and now everybody, the patent got bought out by Zepp or somebody like that, and everybody and their brother sells it now.
It's a thing. They've had that for a long, long time.
Yeah.
That was a while ago that must have happened.
Yeah.
It's backwards, so we're having a little trouble.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is Captain Morgan something?
Hold on. I can fix that.
But Beaver Nut Scrub was a great name as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Beaver Nut Scrub.
All right.
Oh yeah.
No,
Big black
dick.
cock. Oh, Dick.
Dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his name, Big Black Dick.
Yeah. Everybody should have a big black dick in their mouth. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard.
Art.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Jesus Christ.
There's sometimes, Art, you need to really check your filter.
I was thinking that guy, that's cultural appropriation, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And
That
lots
was a white pirate, you know.
really proud. Yep, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don, you are going to record that, right?
No.
No? What?
No. Well, why move it further? You know what I mean? Let it die.
He was kind of asking for it, and it's not much fun. There's no sport in it.
Oh, I see.
No, please don't clip me. No. Clip me.
Don, did you email me those last audios?
Which
Don?
last audio? Yeah.
Most recent one. Was it email that you sent it to me?
No, probably sent it through whatever it is, the
Messenger.
Facebook chat messenger. Yeah.
Oh, it's through that. Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I thought I you know what? I think what it was is I got an email notification that you sent me that file. That must be what that is. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Which one is that?
Dump button.
Oh, you don't have to share that one. that one was mainly just for you. I think.
No. And your point.
No, don't. Oh, you took that pill? Oh, no, you took the wrong one.
No, this is it's quite good.
Wasn't it when I was 300?
All right, I downloaded it. Let's see where.
Oh my word!
Downloads. I know this is boring. I'll get there. I promise. There it is. Oh, no.
No, I figured out why my mic wasn't working. I had it. I don't know if I had got the sync messed up on the Bluetooth here, but I had taken it out the other day and I just hooked it up through the receiver on my phone to try testing out with the Doom Buggy to see how it recorded on the Doom Buggy while I was driving.
So
that's pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right.
And so.
Okay, it's called a dump button for a reason. So wasn't it when I was 360 or something like that? Unbelievable. And people were upset. So did anybody notice that? I'd like you to.
Oh, you lifted the cheek? We lifted the cheek to let it go?
Oh, I tried
Wasn't it when I was
and
360
listen
or something
intently. Unbelievable. And people were it's It's called a dump button for a reason. That makes it even more clever. Artie, thank you for sharing with us your insight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Actually, I don't blame him 100%. He should have hit the mute, but you were talking and then you stopped.
So usually he just accents my speeches with his.
Well, normally you talk loud enough to hide anything like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Artie, again for your insight.
I just sent that to you, Bill. I didn't expect for you to play it.
Why not? All right, you're not embarrassed, are you?
No.
No.
You should be.
He's working on one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If afterwards he stuck his hand down the back of his pants and didn't do one of these.
All righty then.
then
Artie.
God.
Artie. Oh.
Artie.
That was uncalled for.
Artsy fartsy.
No, the audio that I thought that you were talking about the last audio I sent you was the challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Said lean with it.
Yeah.
Rock with it. Whose channel was that anyway?
That was
Art.
Well, it was Art and Lloyd's three magical gifts.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I wasn't on last night, so Bill filled my or whenever that was. And since Lloyd wasn't there to continually fart during the stream, Artie was accenting and helping out. So I just rambled. I'm sorry, by the way, Lloyd. I didn't know if I represented you very well. You did a good job because that's what I do all the time. I just ramble.
Yeah, that's right.
I was invited and then slept all afternoon and just had nothing. 10 minutes before I went on, I said, what's going on in the news? Oh, that's been going on. That's been going on. That's been going. Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. And it was all gone by the time I pull up.
Yeah, they have to have somebody there to fill in all the gaps left by Charles.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Pressure.
No, I just had Thursday had been a long, rough day, so I was just not into it. So
Not to sound like a whiner, but for as uncomfortable as I am doing this, which I am right now, very. I have been online, man. It was like the good old days. How many times have I been on this week?
Almost every day.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? I could do that or watch YouTube, stare at my bag. It's this too shall pass. It's like all that.
Hey Lloyd, if you want to fire Art, you could be like two gimps in a nutcase, and I'll go on with you because I'm a libertarian.
The problem is it's actually Art's channel.
Yeah.
Oh really?
It's Art's channel. I'm just
kind of hard to
one on the show.
We're on Art's.
Lloyd's trying to cause a coup over here, and it's Art's channel. What the hell?
Yeah. Right now we're on Art's channel. I'm looking at it right now.
No,
all channels are Art's.
Is Art's?
I mean, I can. Let's see. I can even comment.
Yeah, you can even leave a super chat.
What was the channel called before we switched?
Super chat.
Art's Place.
It's called
Art's Place. Yeah,
he's right on it.
And,
I bet you can super chat, smarty pants. I bet you can.
Yeah.
Big smarty.
I've not seen many cooking channels.
Open them on. I'm gonna stretch for a minute.
Yep.
And
right
get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Right.
Body head is back. All right,
And what was that, Mark? You started to say something, but you kind of got muted.
I said I've seen many videos from Art's fishing channel and his cooking channel recently.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Well, he said he hadn't. He said he hadn't seen many.
No, actually, a lot of people haven't seen anything on our channels.
Well, Mark can't see because can't see.
Well, there you go, Art.
Yep. Well, I didn't want to say he's freaking blind. Yeah, that's why I can't see it. No shit.
I can see enough. Don't worry.
Hey,
Well,
thanks for making it uncomfortable, Mark. Yeah, now everybody's quiet.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah,
Damn Brit.
yeah.
Damn limey.
Limey.
Damn limey. I always liked that one. What's the history behind that? Since we're looking for something to talk about.
Oh,
You know,
in
Yeah,
the days of
behind
the
what?
British Navy, they were always getting scurvy. And the
Oh, and they
best
had
way
to
to
eat
get getting
lime.
scurvy was having lime.
Gotcha.
So they got the nickname of limey.
Yeah, but didn't the other navies do that?
Well, yeah, but
Well, I mean, what the French Navy do? They didn't take lime
it was
too?
called frogs.
no, probably oranges.
No, they're
Yeah.
called
No,
frogs
France
because the
doesn't grow
made their
oranges,
legs look
son.
like frog legs.
Frogs like
They ain't growing no damn oranges in France. You know, so that's what I'm saying. What's the
that's
difference?
where
They got a
that's where the
channel.
term came from.
doing
I'm just
southern.
saying there's a channel between France and England. I'm just wondering why on this side they're called limeys because they use lime, but what the fuck did France use? They had a navy. You know.
They did.
Yeah, till we
That's
sang.
just
Cool Cat says scurvy and vitamin C.
Yep, I'm guessing it's
scurvy and
because
vitamin C. Yeah.
they were the first ones to start using citrus to prevent scurvy.
Yeah, and
Who, France?
No, the Brits.
No, the British.
Oh, we're talking about lime though, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a citrus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It has
I
the
thought you
vitamin
meant
C and that
lime as
prevents
in
yeah,
lime.
actual limes. They ate
Yeah.
limes to get to
Oh, you mean the fruit? I thought
yeah,
you meant
the
lime.
fruit to
No.
prevent them from
No.
getting scurvy. Yeah.
Where are they getting limes from?
You put the lime in the coconut and mix it all. That lime.
No, you're well aware that such a mineral is called lime, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No,
No.
okay. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about
No,
lime.
the fruit
No.
citrus, the citrus fruit.
Oh,
Called
I mean
lime.
the
Yeah.
White Cliffs of Dover and all that horse shit. Isn't that all lime? If I'm not mistaken,
fine.
or is that sandstone? Sandstone.
No, that's dolomite.
Calcium carbonate.
Oh, my bad.
Calcium, callum. No.
Talcum.
Yeah, it was because they didn't get
Dolomite.
enough vitamin C.
Yeah.
But
Through whatever.
is lime more vitamin C than an orange?
No, they're
Nuh-uh.
all citrus. They're all
Yeah,
about
it just wouldn't sound as good. The story wouldn't sound as good if we called them oranges, so we call them limeys. Okay.
Or rose hips. We call
if
them
you're-
rose hips.
Yeah, like I said here, if you are into foraging, rose hips have more vitamin C than oranges.
Some hippies.
There's something.
Or roses.
Roses hips.
Well, but
Yeah.
we won't go into that with the Navy.
No, hold on though. They didn't come in contact with limes until when? I mean, they had to get somewhere where limes are grown, right?
Yeah.
In beer called Sol.
But the thing is they had a lot of problems with scurvy up until they came to the Americas and discovered the citrus fruits. And limes was one of them that was they tended to use. It went good with their grog. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that's interesting. That's all.
Yeah,
Well, they probably
but
mixed
no.
it with rum.
It
Probably
Yeah,
mixed it
no.
with rum.
gin.
Well, the rum was mixed with water to get
Well,
rid of any bacterias.
It's also where the it's not is it grog? Is that what they
Yeah, grog
it's
is
grog,
rum and water.
which was watered down rum.
Yeah.
It's rum and water without the water.
Yeah.
And what do you put in place of that missing water? More rum.
Yeah.
Or rum, that's right. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks.
There you have
And it's all for me,
No,
grog.
I'm exhausted.
Nuggy, grog. All for me beer and tobacco.
No, it's just interesting because, like I said, all the rest of the countries right around there all had navies as well.
Right. But
You know what I mean?
I
The
think who it
Portuguese,
was
the Spanish.
I know
Spanish were
Raleigh
very
came,
far.
Yeah,
Raleigh
but
brought back tobacco. Who else? There were
They grew a lot more oranges.
Well, depending what decade it was, what the biggest biggest navy, and
Lemons.
the most people out there. England did for a while. So did Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Spain. Let's not forget Spain.
Yeah,
I mean, half the goddamn world speaks Spanish.
Spain had it for a while.
All right. Cool Cat's talking about tapping the admiral, and I'm guessing he's talking about Admiral Nelson, which was it was a rumor that he was put into a barrel of rum to preserve his body on the way back to England, and that all the sailors would go take little sips out of Admiral Nelson. A drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do you any harm. I'm thinking that that's what he's referencing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Potatoes, as you guys would say over there, but potatoes, as we say here.
Let's call your wife.
Yeah. Potato skins. Yeah.
We call them spuds over here.
No, we call them.
Well, we do too.
Patties.
Patties.
You know,
Hi,
I've
Sam.
never heard that story, and I don't know that I believe it. What do you think?
Well, the Admiral story?
Yeah.
It sounds far-fetched, but not 100%.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That wasn't the silliest stuff they did in those boats. I meant cannibalism.
Well, everybody took a day in the barrel, so.
You guys have a nice conversation about limes and where did limes come from? It sounded like you guys were saying they came from the Americas. Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I find that hard to believe too. I feel like they were.
So I think they already had limes
somewhere else.
They may not have had lemons.
Southern Europe.
Southern Europe, okay. I don't know.
Southern Europe, okay. That's.
Then why aren't the Spanish called limeys then? Because they had the goddamn limes, right?
We couldn't understand what they were saying.
And Seville oranges. And lemons. You know.
I don't know. Limey say blimey. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Most species and hybrids of citrus plants called limes have varying origins within tropical Southeast Asia and South
Like
Asia.
Indonesia.
Ah, okay.
There you have it, folks.
The exact origins of lemons are uncertain, but they are thought to have originated in Asia, the Punjab region of Pakistan and India, the eastern Himalayan region of southern China. Well, if those areas, England had access to them.
I was going to say because
yeah,
the other countries didn't. Yeah, so that's where they came. I knew it had to do with the English.
No, but they were all over Europe forever. According to this.
Now, from the Americas, you have tomatoes that are high in vitamin C. You have the peppers, like the chili peppers.
Chili peppers.
They have vitamin C. You got to go through that capsation to get to the vitamin C, but they've got them.
Mm-hmm.
But lemons were introduced into southern Italy around 200 AD. So lemons have been in Europe for a long friggin' time.
Okay.
Arabs spread lemons throughout the those bastards, throughout the Mediterranean area during the early 2nd century. Christopher Columbus brought lemon seeds to Hispaniola in 1493. Lemons were brought to North America in 1751 and were grown in
Florida.
California and Florida.
I have a lemon tree starting in my windowsill. I was stuck on a lemon wedge the other day, and there was a seed, and I was like, stuck it in some dirt, and I got a little lemon tree started.
Nice.
I can tell you that
It can't grow outside here; it'll die. But
No, you have to.
I do know the history.
House inside.
What, Mark?
I said I can tell you where the word blimey comes from, though.
Blimey?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
It was a shortened version of core blimey, which was a bastardization of God blind me.
Oh. Okay. Call blimey. Call blimey.
There you go. Jim Droning put it up there. Its roots come from the British Navy's use of lime juice to cure scurvy during the late 19th century. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did everybody else use? That was my only question.
Well, I think it might be because the British
If
were
it's
predominantly used it, and they did it earlier.
Yeah, and we weren't fighting everybody else in 1880. You know,
yeah, the rest of them,
Who's we?
we had problems with the word limey spread to the United States around 1880. What's
See you in
with
the
that
morning.
voice?
Right.
What do you say?
Oh, hell,
Jude.
Perfect.
that child.
Good night. See you in the morning.
Limey spread to about
Close the door. Oh, I get it.
The British Navy stored citrus fruits on all of its ships.
Oh yeah. Well, of course they did.
Well, it's because in
lube.
1757, Scottish surgeon James Lind conducted a clinical trial that proved that lemon or lime juice can prevent scurvy.
There you go.
What are these sound effects I'm hearing? I'm trying to read here.
And that's Don saying night to the kids.
I know.
Tribal headquarters in Helsinki, Finland.
Sorry, I had to say goodnight to the kids.
Good night, kids.
We just said that.
My kids.
Bye, kids.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
Yeah.
Good.
I just would like to apologize for absolutely nothing.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I'd hug those kids night again. Even if I'll go in right now.
If you don't
hug them
like
good
it.
night again. I'll wake their asses up and say, "Tell me good night again,"
Yeah.
just to prove a point.
You can't prove
Yeah, just
anything
to
without a
spite you.
DNA sample.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what that point is, but okay. Got it. Got it. No, I think it's heartwarming to see how you are with those kids.
Yeah.
I don't have to fucking hear it though. But I mean, it was nice to see.
Cool Cat said what it was right there. Art was blowing his nose. He didn't use his mic. And
Come on.
that was going right over the top of what Bill was saying.
Don, come on.
Come on now, Don.
I said it lovely, and I like seeing it.
I don't really give a shit.
Brings joy into your
neither do we.
whole fucking life. I mean, and that makes me happy, whether you give a shit or not.
Happy.
Hey, look, it's the bat signal.
And we don't give a shit that you don't give a shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I care. Yeah.
Give a shit.
I'm glad he's happy. Whether he cares that I'm glad that he's happy, that I'm glad
I'm
for
not
him.
happy.
Or
I
not.
don't like those kids.
Bill can almost say he doesn't give a shit at home.
You love them. You want to be grandpa.
I don't give a shat.
Not really.
Liar.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Or even
pain
two
in the
snaps.
ass. Wait until they grow up. That's when they become a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can always move away from them.
Wait till the money starts flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Out, you mean? Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that happening? The money flowing thing? What was that?
Money flows out when you have to pay for the kids' schools, clothes, etc.
Food.
Yeah, I've had kids, Mark.
Food. I said food.
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 I've had kids with two
Yeah, we
different
gotta
lives.
feed the little bastards.
Kids with two different lives, Mark. But thanks for that. Thanks for the the lesson there. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they're expensive and annoying. Yes, we understand that, but we love them.
Yeah.
Occasionally, yeah. Become teenage.
You can all take care of that.
Actually, 3 wives when you consider my stepchildren. So, yeah, I've had a lot of kids in my life. I did my bit to ruin the lives of young people. I'm beyond it now.
I have 2 stepdaughters.
Oh, wow.
He's gone to have it done.
What's going on?
Yep.
I mean, Lon, all I know is Lon was talking snip, 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 and then Dawn goes away, and I don't know. That's, you know.
I don't know. What did you do, Lon? You know, when I hear this Scooby Snack voice, I knew something. What? Who, me? What are you there, Lon?
Rover rear?
No, Scrappy Doo.
Oh, you're finishing it off.
Yay.
Trying to lighten up on the sweets a little. I
I
can't
got
buy
2
that.
more left.
Especially with me trapped in the house. That would last a day.
Yeah.
It would. Well, it's just small. It's just one. And then I just the whole thing in and chomping. It's gone. Well, one more. What's the big deal? Now it's sitting in front of me while I'm watching television. Yeah, eating it like popcorn.
I mean, you can kill. Yeah, you're right. You can kill these quick.
Yep.
There's nothing to it.
Yeah, we remember the other night, Bill. We talked about you losing weight while you're staying at home.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Mhm.
I mean, what do I got to do here? Television, food, change my dieties. It's what else? Is
Sure.
there?
Wife's going to leave him about 16 meals to have during the day by the time she goes to work.
Yeah, I might actually leave the house on Tuesday.
Well, wow.
Strap on the porta bag.
Oh, pour the bag now.
To drive the mile to go pick my truck up.
Oh, I thought you were going jogging
Nah. I'm sure I can handle that.
with that bag just flopping in the wind.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about just throwing a bathrobe on and just hanging it on the belt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you think I'm joking? I mean, I'm only going down to US 1, which you can, it's like half a mile away and make it a left, and it's like right there.
Oh,
So,
good.
I mean, so what? Nobody's going to see me. I'll be in the truck.
Yeah.
I thought the guy, bring the bill out.
I'll probably see you on.
You want me to come in? Okay. I don't care. I have no pride whatsoever.
I mean, we'll see you on Fox News. It'll be all right.
Make sure you stop at Walmart.
It'll be a
Or
silver.
YouTube.
It'll be a silver. It'll be a silver alert for this guy with his. You see it. Over 6 foot tall, overweight, crazy looking man, with a bathrobe and a bag of urine. Call this number. Oh my God.
Best urinating in public.
That would be funny. Yeah, it would be urinating in public. Yeah,
Yeah,
technically.
Bill goes, no, hold on a minute. What's
Yeah, right.
hold on a second. Okay, now what's wrong with my truck?
Yeah, no, you know what? That's the funny thing. You don't even know you don't even know. You don't know you're paying.
Really?
No, you don't. It just comes out. You don't know you're paying. You're not allowing it to come out. The thing is wide open all the time.
I
With
mean,
that tube in there.
Right. It's coming straight out of your bladder, right?
gotcha. I understand. Father-in-law's the same way.
Yeah, but I do notice when there's leakage, because that's when I cough
That's when it gets
or
wet.
I sit like in this position, which is not a good angle for the balloon in there, and I get leakage. And I could feel that. Because it's making
Oh,
a great. I know this is a great topic.
wet.
So
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I didn't mean to carry us this direction.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. You know what? That's it's top of mind. I'm trying not to talk about this stuff. Like, oh, poor Bill.
You got a tube in your
He's going
dick, so
through
it's
all
hard to
this-
forget about it.
Oh, he's so brave, sitting in a chair talking to guys. I'm a brave guy.
Yeah,
No,
what's
I don't want to be that guy. But you know what? It's on top of your mind because you're dealing with it. So it's just easy to kind of. It's just. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even talk about it. It's just too easy to warp into that conversation.
Bill's sack talk. Sack talk.
Bill's bags. 7 p.m. YouTube.
Uncle Bill
Bill's
Sacks.
bags. Bill's sacks. Bill's sack discussion.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that'll be my adventure outside for half an hour. Most of that will be
Ooh.
talking to the guy about what they did. Makes me feel
I'm
better.
seriously surprised you didn't fix it yourself. What was it, the compressor?
Yeah, but no, you want the I'm not spending. You need first of all, you need proper machinery to vacuum that system correctly, to charge it correctly. I'm not getting involved in that. That's AC is one thing I don't do that, and I don't rebuild transmissions. I'll probably do just about anything else.
Yeah.
I may even do transmissions someday. Who knows when I'm retired? But I don't want to fucking.
I'm just saying, for 2,200, you could have replaced the whole system.
No.
I mean,
No,
I'll do
you
stuff
really-
like
You did it
that.
yourself?
You really can't. It's very expensive. Even by myself. Like, say the evaporator was gone, which thank God it's not. You know where the evaporator is? It's in your dash. To get that out, it's like 6 hours of labor or something to take
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, it just gets ridiculously expensive. So fortunately, there's nothing wrong with the evaporator.
Yeah, but if you did it yourself, you save all that labor. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but doing it yourself sometimes not as easy as them.
Yeah.
doing
You can, you know,
Well, I didn't say it's easy. I'm saying
and you know, I just had my fucking prostate out, so I'm not leaving it. I'm not climbing into the cab of that truck.
Hang the bag by the door.
right.
That'd be a hell of a video, wouldn't it? The urine bag hanging from the hood rack.
Well, contrary to popular belief,
Where's Bill at?
people lived without AC in their cars.
In Florida,
You know, I'm just saying for extended periods of time.
Well, just for you know, people die in Florida without AC in their cars. That's happened. You know,
Yeah.
so it does happen.
We don't even need AC in our cars, just a heater.
You don't even need cars.
I mean, when I was
Yeah,
younger,
you barely need a car. Yeah.
when I was younger, I had a car that had the Airmaster 270 in it. You know,
Yeah.
roll down the
Yeah.
windows and go 70 miles an
You
hour.
turn them in. You're right. So, yeah, I had
Exactly.
that too when I lived in Pennsylvania. You know, it's a little different here. It's not just the heat; it's the humidity.
No, I agree
And I
that
don't
it
mind-
is really
and
hot.
I make enough money in my life where I should fix my AC and not smell like I don't have any money in my life. You know, because that's what you. By the time you get to work, you're gonna already stink.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that wasn't my point. I'm
Oh.
could have lived for a couple weeks until you healed, or however long you
Hey.
heal, and
Yeah.
then you could have fixed it. That's all.
But Steve does have a good point.
You're right.
You know, most of the time, he says most of the time the issue is with the cabin air filter needs replacing. I've had that happen one time.
For AC,
where it wasn't blowing the air. It wasn't blowing the air out. And we
How long
replaced
was
it.
it? How long was it that he hadn't replaced? First of all, mine's been replaced in the last year. So
Well, and yours is a
Yeah.
newer vehicle. This one was an older vehicle.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
But no,
it looked like a damn rat's been building a nest up in it.
I replaced that. That's behind the dash. On my truck, you know, most of the newer cars, it's really easy. You just drop the
Glove
glove
box.
box.
box down out of the way, and sometimes it's actually in a different. I've done more than one, but sometimes there's a couple of screws, and sometimes it's actually like a latch.
Snap.
Out of the way.
Yeah, it's a little snappy thing.
Yeah.
Right, little snaps. And then you just pull it straight out, put in a new one, and just close it. It's just really the truck was a little more than that because you not only had to take the glove box out or down, there's a panel behind it that has to come out of the you know. So anyway, there was extra steps. You know, I even forgot I did it, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Right, right.
You know it was just out of nowhere. It wasn't progressive. It just happened. You know. And
Yeah,
my
Mr. Kitty's got a point.
I'm getting a
about-
compressor condenser. I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I've actually worked on AC
No.
systems back when I was young, but I just it'll be done. It'll be guaranteed, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I
I
do
can't talk.
have-
I got a warranty on my car.
I do
I
other.
ponied up for the extended warranty.
Yeah, no, I do other stuff. You know, I change coils and plugs and whatever, fix, replace PCV valve, whatever. You know what I mean? Typical stuff. Install things like rear view cameras. I did that in the thing, but not some aftermarket thing. I actually did the Ford method. You know, I kind of I get into that stuff. So I see what you're saying. You're surprised I didn't work on it. Well, yeah, I probably could have saved myself at least $1,000. You know,
At least.
I'd say $1,000, but I wouldn't save myself $1,000. Save in 1,100, and
Frustration.
I would want a proper high-low gauge system, which is I know a good one's going to be a couple $100, and I need a system to pump out the Freon, and I'm not going to buy a system that recirculates Freon. They do, you know, they've got this system. They suck it out, they reuse it. You know, so I would just be wasting it and recharging it every time, which it's become very expensive.
And it's
my-
all good.
You know, each time you do that is, Mike, it's like $100-something. What?
Right. If I may, I wasn't going there. I was going, if you knew you needed a new compressor, you replace the compressor, then you take it somewhere like any of the oil change places, just about,
Yeah.
and then have the Freon replaced.
Yeah.
Costs like $100, $150.
Yeah, it's about.
I didn't expect you to go out and buy
He said mine was typically 100. 120 is typical, but my system takes like extra almost pound in there. So you'd add a little extra. I think it's 3 point.
$200.
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah. 200.
Last time they had the AC done on
You
one,
know, but you got to
quid.
make sure that all those seals are straight and right. You got, the vacuum leaks in AC systems don't show up that easy, and they've got sniffers for that. I don't think they're that expensive though. But
Well, they put the colored stuff in there. You put the colored stuff in there,
right, with the infrared light, and also, like I said, there's something called a sniffer. You might not be able to see an area with the infrared light because it's out of your field of view, like your evaporator, for example. So if you're getting any freon in your actual cabin through your evaporator, you need a sniffer for that. But that's not a big deal. A gas sniffer is not that expensive. Now, I actually know a little bit about it.
They'll loan you one at AutoZone. They'll loan you one at AutoZone.
You know a lot about it.
Well, I know he's making me feel guilty for not doing it myself.
No, I really think I'm not. I'm just curious because you are out there effing with that truck all the damn time, and then you don't. In something that I would imagine you would be well qualified to do, you decided not to do. That's all.
95% of effing I did with that truck was for my pleasure. It wasn't because I need the thing to be running tomorrow. This is the actual
packs and whatnot.
Besides the coil pack going bad, which this truck hasn't had any problems really. You know what I mean? This is the first time it's something that to me, I know I could still drive it. It runs great. I just had the oil changed, and after 4,400 miles, it was still full above the little circle, not the hash mark. There's usually a little perforation above the hash mark. It was still full to that after 4,400 miles. So that's pretty damn good, I think, for a truck with 196,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, no oil, transmission's good, body's aluminum, so there's no rot. So I don't care. I'll put money in this truck, and I'll probably drive it a long, long time. Sure. So I don't need a new fucking Mustang every 8 months.
I mean, I used to do brake pads on my truck all the time. Well, I don't do them anymore. I just don't. You have to get the jack out, go across the street where it's level, and you got cars passing by, and you're carrying all this stuff out there, and the frustration of it is just.
I do my brakes.
I got other things I need to do. I don't need to.
What are you sitting in right now? I'm gonna start picking on all you guys. What are you sitting in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My room.
Bill.
This is.
Yeah. What is that?
This is green screen, man.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were sitting in a garage.
I am sitting in a garage.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I am sitting in a garage.
Sitting in a garage with the green screen garage behind him.
See, green screen.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, put your vehicle in your garage and change your fucking brakes. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It depends on the vehicle. Doing brakes on a pickup truck.
Well, that's your problem. There's your problem right there. Talking about driving across the street and shit. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? He's sitting in a garage.
Hey, Lon, it's called your mother-in-law is living with you.
There's your first mistake.
That'll do it.
First mistake.
Well, why isn't she in the garage?
Yeah. No, do whatever you want. I'm just saying, you're talking about going across the street to work on your car, and I'm like, aren't you sitting in a garage?
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, really, like green screen.
No, I'm a lot like him. I've worked on my truck in the garage, but only the nose. Like I have to wheel the motorcycle out of the way, and then the nose of the truck comes in the garage. I've never had it in fully.
Sure.
Take the tire off. And go,
just so I can stay out of the rain while I'm working on it. But the stuff I've done before, putting in better coil packs and all that. This is all shade tree. It's nothing serious, you know what I mean? It's not like I've had to drop the tranny on the damn thing or something.
Oh no.
But AC, like I said, it'll be warranted for a year. I won't have to worry about it. And frankly, with the new compressor, I'm sure it'll last for a few years. So I'm good.
Okay.
That's what happened. Someone replaced the compressor in that truck before I had it. So the original was already bad. And clearly what they didn't do is flush the system well enough because a lot of times when those compressors blow up, they shards of metal all over the inside. It's very fine. It's very fine in there. That's why they always replace the compressor, even though it was not the compressor, but the condenser when the compressor blows up. It's because they're concerned that all those tiny little capillaries in the condenser get get blocked up, and then
Sure.
and then this is what happens. And that's why I had that condenser replaced last year, because that's what they felt happened was all they did was replace the compressor. But that's never been right, so I just think it was still bad, and it was a cheap aftermarket. I'm kind of glad it's going anyway.
To each their own. I'm just messing with you. I got my car's got massive Brembo brakes on it, and I'm not looking forward to replacing them. The rotors are bolted together, 2-piece bolted rotors with the freaking 6-piston Brembos on it. So, I wouldn't be like jumping to change them bitches either.
Pull it in your garage. Get it up on the jack.
Oh yeah, I can do it. Trust me. I work on shit for a living.
Hang it up.
You know what I'm saying? I work on shit for a living. Dude.
We need to start an instructional video like that. Us two, at least a couple of us, carping at each other, and then okay, what's step one? Pull in the garage. We just said,
No, that's step 2. First step is throw your mother-in-law out.
Yeah.
Step 2 is clean your garage. And then step 3 is pull the car in the garage.
No, I will probably change the brakes on this truck when they need.
Don't talk bad about mother-in-laws. I love my mother-in-law.
These places want 4 or 5.
Me too. I love your mother-in-law too.
You should. She's sweet.
Oh yeah, she is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look, he's even got tools.
Yeah.
Do you have the big hexes to take the brake calipers apart on your car?
Yes, sir.
If it takes that?
No, the question
There you
is
go.
the 10 millimeter still in there?
Yeah. What's that video? Don, you've seen that video where the guy, he goes and lays his 10 millimeter down, he turns around and it's gone. Then he's got another one in a drawer that's in a case and it says using emergency only.
Yeah.
He opens up the
In
box.
case of emergency.
If somebody asks him a question, he turns like this, he turns back around, and it's gone now.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
And it's absolutely true. I buy extra 10 millimeter. Or you get crappy sets that are missing a whole bunch of stuff and you throw them away. Make sure you save that 10 millimeter.
Harbor Freight now sells
8, 11, and 13 are pretty important too. 10 is always
Harbor Freight sells 10
13
millimeters by themselves now.
I have held on to my kit. I have not lost anything out of it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I've got more.
I've been
My
pretty
son
good too.
will steal it and be working on stuff, and I'll come out and I'll look, and pieces are everywhere. It's like, nope, we're putting the kit back together. Right now.
I got more than one kit, but I've had them for years.
Well, this is the kit that goes in the buggy, in the back of the buggy for the road.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean I have like bigger ones. When I was back doing the NASCAR thing, we had a sponsor, and we got stuff. You know what I mean? And we were supposed to give it away, but for the extra work that I was doing, I got a great big kit from Crescent. Actually, Crescent was the sponsor. One of the sponsors.
They have wrenches, adjustable wrenches.
Yeah. But it was a nice set. I still have it. It's missing a couple of things, but that's shit. That's going 20 years ago. So I think I'm doing all right. Was it longer?
Yeah, you was talking about your AC.
No, it's longer. It's longer than that. It's before I met Joy, actually. What's that?
Well, you was talking about your AC. Well, my van has, the auto start and it turns on the electric. It was cold out, the electric seats, all that stuff, right? Well, right after the cold spell, I went out there and it's getting warm. And so I go over and I switch, it's set up on automatic so that it either warms or cools depending on what's going on. And it started just getting warmer and warmer. I reached over and I happened to look over and the defroster was on. It was like, I don't know, about 65 degrees outside. So I start pushing buttons and nothing. And about the same time, I also got a check engine light. And finally, it broke down yesterday. My son came over and the inside or the thing that senses the outside temperature, it also controls your air conditioners,
Right.
$9.
There you go. That's great.
Fits right up right in front of the radiator.
It was
And,
it was flipping out, Lloyd.
Well, actually, what happened is this part right here, it had wore out and broke, and all this is a wire loop in there. It's just a wire loop, and it broke right across. The plastic broke right across here.
That's right.
And then one of the wires sometime during, and it was just hanging down because this thing had broke off. So what it was mounted to, it had allowed it to drop, and then it eventually, and it'd been that way for a while, I guess, because that wire on this one side corroded and then finally just broke loose, and that's what happened. That's because that's all that thing is. It's just a loop with two plugs in the back.
It's just a temp sensor.
Yeah, it's an air sensor. Yeah,
it's
or
a
a temperature sensor. Yeah, outdoor sensor.
So this stuff.
But it runs to make sure on your.
How to take your system off of automatic and put it on manual?
I tried. It still was running the. And the other thing was, it wouldn't show the up on my dash. Where it shows what the outside temperature is. Of course, it just had lines going through there. But yeah, no, we couldn't get it to. Yeah, I put it on manual, and like I said, I started pushing buttons, and it was just because it's all controlled. That sensor sends the information back to the computer, which tells your car how to. It's cold weather, so you got to run a little richer or a little leaner, depending on the temperature.
It was flipping out.
It was.
I don't know what in the hell. Heat. I need heat. No, you don't need heat.
Yeah.
Look at this crazy set. I got this from Temu of all things. It's one of the only things I ever bought from them. I was like,
oh yeah,
this is like $10.
What is it?
It's a precision screwdriver set.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like how they got it to fold up, roll up like that. Yeah. Roll.
It was like $10.
Tools are great.
It's actually not a bad set.
I was not. I mean, that's not the only set I have, by the way. I got several sets. I got Christmas gift sets. I got Craftsman sets. But and then I'm still always. He's right. You're still always looking for the fucking 10 million because 3 sets will be missing.
Yeah.
But it's funny. You turn up eventually. You just got to be like on them and put them back where they belong. Or find a special place for them in a jar with a sign on it.
Oh, in a jar. Oh,
that didn't work. But it's funny you should mention that. That's a very cool set. On Amazon, I got a lot of good stuff like that.
I changed the battery out my father-in-law's car about 2 months ago, and all I carried with me was a 10 and 11, and that's the only 2 I carried with me, and I ended up using the 10 for all of it.
right. Yeah, it's 10 or 11 or it's 10 or 12. You know that 11 is 3/8, I believe, and then 13 is a half. Just if you ever.
Yeah.
If you ever 15 is 9/16.
Right. 13th is a hair bigger than a half, and 12 is a hair.
Well,
smaller.
14, 15 is 9/16.
Yeah,
Actually, 3/8 is 11 millimeter, and the only reason I know that. Yeah, because I recently bought an 11 millimeter offset. An 11 meter offset box wrench to bleed the brakes on my truck. And because I tried, I wanted to make sure before I got the expensive, because I was using the Motorcraft oil, all that shit. But anyway, I'm glad I checked, because your standard bleeder wrench is like 8 or 9. They have 8 in one, 9 on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 11. Yeah. And I think a 3/8 could have worked as well. It would have been slightly sloppier. But but that was interesting. So there's a case with the 11. I'm glad I had the 11 in the box, because that's how
Michael.
I couldn't use a socket, but that's how I figured out what size they were. Yeah. Good. And the money, because it's funny you should say that, the money I saved paying somebody else to flush my brakes, I bought myself tools. Because I got myself a brake bleeding vacuum kit that I hook up to my compressor.
Mighty Vac. Did you get the Mighty Vac?
No, I forget what brand it is, but it worked great. It's got the big bulb at the bottom, and it's hooked up to the compressor, and you just pull the trigger.
have you seen the reverse bleed though? Where you
That's what I
look at
do. I reverse bleed.
reverse
Well,
bleed where you
oh.
reverse you plug in on the back for the furthest break
Bleeder is.
out, and then you blow back through the system and blow the bubbles out through the reservoir.
No, I haven't. I've never.
Yep.
Does that
Where you
hurt your
push
master?
it out.
That won't hurt your master cylinder though, doing it that way, would it?
No.
Shouldn't.
That's my knowledge. I've done it a million times though.
You know,
When I used to race motorcycles. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, racing motorcycles. I still recall when I was changing brakes. I used to do it for friends too. It's weird. I changed a lot of brakes in my life, and my friend's Expedition needed brakes, and I changed them for her. Now her brakes had anti-lock braking system. Those early anti-lock braking systems, you had to open the bleeder valve before you compressed your piston. You know, before to put the to put the new pads in, you needed to crack the bleeder instead of compressing it and sending the oil back through the system. Because what happened is you would actually damage the anti-lock brake. There's a trigger valve for the anti-lock brakes, and to this day. No, I don't know that happened because I didn't know anything about it. I had older vehicles. I didn't have anti-lock brakes. I took my seat clamps and I compressed them, and all went well. You know what I mean? She had brakes and she left. She wrecked that truck like a month later on a bridge, and she said her wheels locked up. So
Dun, dun, dun.
today, I don't think it was me. She was going over one of those metal bridges in the wintertime with the steam going through. I mean, you ever go across 7th like on a cold day? And you're in Michigan. I know you got cold. You know what I'm talking about? They shouldn't even have them. They're like temporary bridges. You don't drive on blacktop. You actually drive on metal grid.
Metal grid, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can look down and see below the bridge. Yeah.
Right. Well, in certain conditions with fog and ice and whatever else, those things you're just helpless.
I saw a video on a bridge like that. It's one of the it's supposedly the scariest bridge, and you come over this thing, and then there's a sharp turn, and there's so many wrecks on that thing, and it's probably because the ice is up and gets slick and rain and.
Yeah. They get black ice on them. They're metal. They're just metal with.
There's nothing there for traction.
Well, I mean, they kind of have little,
But still, that's not
scallop-shaped edges on it, but that doesn't do shit. No,
No.
I like.
They
I
make
like,
the most
I like that
haunting
on
sound
one
as
of
you're
those.
driving over them, though. They make a great sound.
Yeah. I was going probably a little faster than I should be, in a Ford Escort, 1981 Ford Escort. With
I
a
had
stick.
a Ford Escort
Yeah,
GT.
the original one with a stick. Yep. And was heading home. Was going maybe a little too quick. Hit that, and it is in a turn. The road turns, and there's this one little fucking metal bridge. And like I said, when the fog came up from the creek, there was the creek.
The crick.
Came up, I think, and I just kept going right on straight. And I tried to overcorrect, turned to sideways, slammed into a barrier, like that holds a yard up. You know what I mean, or the concrete barrier, and slammed into that. My didn't have my belt on. I hit the windshield with my head.
That explains it.
Broke the shifter and ended up in the passenger seat when all was said and done. Right. So the cops came, and they're pointing their thing, and they think the driver got away, because the push out in the glass and the shit that wasn't you. Because I was fine. I actually popped out that windshield, broke the glass, this and that. Had a little cut.
You're like, no, I had some guy. He said he was good to drive, and I let him drive my car, and now he's gone.
They honestly thought that the guy took off. They didn't believe me. Yeah, it became a thing. I drove it home. The shifter was broken. It was stuck in second gear, and the front end was like this. I mean, literally like that. The whole because I was so close. That's the sad thing too. I was less than a quarter of a mile from my driveway. You know what I mean? So less, but I actually got it off the street, and I think the cops helped me push it away from the wall. I think they did. That's what we did. They're pretty. They were okay. These guys. You know what I mean? And because I couldn't put it in reverse, and all I had was clutch or second. And got it home. Got it in the driveway. I put that thing back together, by the way. But yeah, back in the days when I was poor and stupid.
I had a Toyota Corolla that the muffler fell off of when I was a teenager, and came rolling into my parents at my parents' house and everything, and woke them up. It was boom, 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 boom. The whole, I mean, just the whole exhaust system went. It went from the block all the way back.
Yeah, I had that. My wife's Dodge Colt broke right in the middle. I'd been I had a newer Escort at the time. It was only 2 years old. This was like an '07 Escort or something like, or '09 Escort. So this was years later. And it was a little nicer car than her 1990 Colt, even though she bought that new, but still, it was a nicer car. So I said, "You drive that, I'll drive this." So I was driving. This is how my wife thinks. It was my fault the exhaust broke because I was too heavy for the car.
Hey, there you go.
She thought I was bending the car and I broke the exhaust. She's a doll.
I used to drive a limo. I drove a limo back in the '90s. I drove it for about 5 years, and I had a bachelorette party one night that was at an apartment complex. I was in the Lincoln, and I liked the Cadillac better because the Cadillac had electric adjusters on it, and you could adjust for speed bumps. Well, I went and picked up three of the girls, and when we got back to the speed bump, I went over it real slow, and by the time it just went and bottomed out right at the speed bump. I had to tell the girls to get out. They got out, pulled back over the speed bump. Then we went to another apartment in the same complex and picked up 2 other girls. So these 2 other girls are in the back and everything. We get up to the speed bump, and I said, "All right, speed bump." And they said, "Get out, get out." And these other 2 girls that just got in were like, "What? Get out. Come on, get out, get out." And then pulled back over the speed bump. Same thing when we came back.
Did you tell the girls that they broke with their fat asses? They broke the suspension, and they owed your company about $3,500. Did you?
Well, that's the reason why I like the Cadillac so much, because the Caddy you could actually raise up for speed bumps, and also adjust
theoretically.
Yeah, but the Lincoln was a much smoother ride. It was, man, driving that car was a dream. The Caddy was a little bit tougher on the corners, but
Where'd you pick these girls up, at a cattle farm or something?
No, it was a damn apartment complex.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a limo. Be able to hold 5 little girls. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like,
it goes down. I mean, a speed bump lawn is maybe like that.
Oh, really? That's what a speed bump is, huh?
No, empty. I'm sorry.
Wow. Tell me more. What's a curve?
Like between the
car,
not
a speed bump. What's a curve?
The car and the speed bump, empty is about maybe like that. Mm-hmm. If you put that, even if you put 2 of those girls back there, it would go about this close to it. But if you put 3 back there, that's it. It's going to slide right.
I got an idea. Next time, just get a pickup truck and put the heifers in the back of there. This is
what I'm saying. Get a cattle car.
It'll make
get
the
you a cow hauler.
That's the funny about pickup trucks. The ride gets better when you put all that weight back there. So
no, I'm just saying, because I've been in a couple limos. I never drove one, but damn, I don't remember that we have speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? We have potholes that deep.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm like,
I got Detroit.
Wow.
They run over bodies and stuff. I mean, there's always something obstructing the road.
Well, it depends on what kind of speed bump it is too.
Right.
Did they have air ride?
You got your low, your ones that just slope. Well, this one was more like they put it in, and it's more instead of sloping, it was more of the fact of just a big.
It was short. It was thin. It was a thin crude. It was crude. It was not a good speed bump.
Yeah. You were talking about putting more weight in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I went up to Thursday. I went up to South Parkway up in Huntsville, and we got the triplet UPSs that's got 10 sets of trays in it. Each one of the battery trays carries 20 12 by 9s, the 12 volt 9 amp hours. I loaded the back of my truck. I loaded down 4 of those trays, and it's 100. Each one of the trays itself is 165 pounds. So that's what 1, 2, 3. But I put about 400 pounds. It felt so good driving down the road. It was handling the road just right. But and these, I will show you
Correct
picture.
entities.
Because I believe you. I'm just saying. Normally the limos have air rides, so you put a.
This one didn't.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
take it to where you put air in the tires and you raise it up.
The Cadillac had it. The Caddy had air
automatic.
The
I don't mean
Lincoln
automatic. I don't mean automatic. I mean there's a valve,
This
and
one
you put
didn't
air
have
hose
it.
on it and you raise it up.
This one did not have it at all.
That's
This car.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That should be dangerous in a way, right?
Look at this battery line. See how warped it is?
What happened? Do you leave it outside?
No, this is the ones in the trays.
Put it up again. Put it up again.
Put it up again.
Here, I'll put those 2 up.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
So they're no good, right?
No. All right.
Well, those are lead acid, right? They're not lithium ion. So
look at this one.
It'll only work on warp drive now.
Was there a fire? I mean,
no, they've been in there for 8 years running. And we had to get them all out of there. And I've refurbished one of the trays, and we got the UPS back up and running. There's 2 sets of them. 10. This UPS is dead over here. We don't use it anymore. But this one on the left-hand side, each one of them's got 10 sets of trays, 165 pounds each, 20 batteries, 20 of those batteries in each one of the trays. Well, I went ahead and just got 20 batteries, repurposed one tray. We only needed one tray anyway. The other 9 are overkill. So we're moving slowly but surely. We're removing the old batteries out of there before they end up. There's lead acid coming out of them. You name it, just like that. Yeah, it looks like that. Just like that.
Oh, he's all finished.
So good.
He's gonna
Those jars could be handy though.
These things?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you have a garage, I've seen clever shelves where the lids are attached to the shelf and you screw the jars in and like that. I'd like to. You got something like that, Don? I'd like to.
My dad does.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, they used to use like jelly jars, little jelly jars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coffee jars is what we had.
Yeah.
Way old.
Coffee like Sanka?
Lead.
Sanka.
Hey,
I'll bet you it was. Well, no, it could have been
Folgers freeze dried.
no,
it might have been freeze dried. Now you
Before
laugh
that.
about
Oh,
Sanka.
guys.
Ah, there
Something
you go.
brand new. There you go.
Yeah. You laugh about Sanka, but what color are the carafes for decaffeinated coffee?
green.
Orange.
Oh no, are they?
No, he's right. Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
'Cause you got
Oh,
orange.
you're right.
Because Sanka,
we don't have glass ones. I haven't seen a color coded handle. in a
Sanka
long time.
distributed thousands of orange carafes for their decaffeinated coffee. Sanka,
Yeah.
sans caffeine. Sanka is where
Right,
that
right,
comes
right.
from.
Oh, it's one of the
they
first big
distributed
brands. But,
they distributed those, and so decaffeinated coffee became synonymous with that orange carafe.
no, and you know what's funny about that? We have stainless steel carafes with pumps, right? So we don't have the glass, and we make the coffee directly into those. But the labels,
The little tab, yeah,
we have
orange.
the label. The label for the decaf has an orange background. Yeah, so to this day, they're still doing that. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That's like Band-Aids.
Why do we all think green?
A Band-Aid's not a Band-Aid. Now it's all it's all top level marketing, where
Green,
the product name becomes synonymous with the product.
in the restaurants I worked at, green was always used for tea.
Oh.
Green.
We all thought green. I was just wondering. That's
I know everybody
interesting. We
thought
all
green,
thought
but
the same thing.
But orange.
Orange is decaf.
I remember green handled pots though.
Huh. I get it now. And then just regular old black ones, just regular old coffee.
Regular coffee, yeah.
They only have two colors, orange and black, right?
I've seen green. I don't know.
Well, green.
I've seen green, but I don't drink coffee.
Well,
so shit. What do I know?
Some places might have green because that's a lot of the. I think Folgers cans their decaf is green, so they may have switched over to that.
Yeah, they may have said, you know what, screw Sanka, we're gonna.
Yeah, Sanka is old school. We're going with the Folgers decaf.
Wow. What do you know?
Folgers is old, but there's older.
Michael says that decaf should be read as a warning, but if you listen to James Hoffman, who is a coffee guy on the internet, on YouTube, he's got a huge channel.
How
his
huge?
Argument is that.
Hello?
But he says that decaffeinated coffee drinkers are the most pure of coffee aficionados because they're drinking it only for the taste, not for the fix.
Right.
And it is a good argument.
Actually, guess what, Don?
Good argument.
I just looked it up. A green-handled coffee pot typically indicates a coffee pot that is specifically designated for decaffeinated coffee.
Okay.
Green is often used as a color code for decaf in coffee, setting similar to how orange might be used for the same purpose on a carafe or cup.
Okay.
Well, there you have it. Interesting.
Well,
I know I've seen it in the Army, for example. That's how they had them laid out. It was a green, one was a decaf, and the black one was.
Oh, you know why?
Anything.
This adds to Don's story. This adds to Don's story. The occasional green-colored pot was born from decaf rival Folgers, again based on their packaging. So that was
right.
That's how green snuck in, was because of Folgers.
All right. So that's what we had already kind of figured out. We kind of had figured that out.
Yeah.
What about the blue one? Is that Hills Brothers? I just thought of another coffee brand. Yay me! Yay me! I finally came up with another coffee
Sanka
brand.
was orange, and they were one of the first of the instant coffees. Then the next big breakthrough was the freeze dried, and that was Folgers led the charge in that. And their containers were green.
You know,
Folgers?
I mean, as far as marketing, Folgers freeze dried coffee was a.
And you know, Folgers is mountain grown.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All coffee is mountain grown, but Folgers is the first to say it. So everybody thinks, oh, mountain grown.
Oh,
yeah. I think they even copyrighted. I think anybody that's named Juan Valdez has to pay Folgers money now because they copyrighted the name.
What about Hills Brothers? Have they been around forever?
Hills Brothers, yeah.
Don Eladio.
Yeah, Hills Brothers been around, but they're like this. Yeah, they used to.
Nescafe. That was one of the ones.
Nescafe.
Yes.
That would be brown then, right? They had a brown cap, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. In fact, I just pulled up and there you go.
To Don's,
my parents drank a shit ton of coffee. I never drank coffee, but
unless
my parents drank a shit.
You got Nescafe Gold Espresso. It's got a gold cap.
Nescafe decaf's got a blue cap.
Yeah, that's why I asked about the blue. Because like I said, my stepmom drank coffee like it was her job. She drank She drank coffee 24/7.
Who's that?
You know, I remember percolators. You know, where you put it on the stove and it's like, bloop, bloop, bloop. I remember that. They drank coffee like it was their job. So,
oh god, these guys
drink coffee all the way to bed. I mean, they'll be on their way to bed drinking coffee.
And Nestle still makes Taster's Choice.
I used to drink a couple pots.
Yeah, Taster's Choice. That's right.
A couple, 3 pots a day. But now I'm down
T&P coffee.
I'll do a 20-gram load in my mocha pot.
Oh, 20 grams.
20-gram load.
That's a
into
lot. 20 grams. That's a lot,
20,
bro.
20 grams of coffee
No, get in.
into the mocha
coffee.
pot.
Yeah.
It extracts
You
pretty.
cut it with a razor on a mirror.
No, it comes out pretty strong, and I cut it with more hot water, making americano.
Ah,
And that's my coffee. That's my coffee
Oh.
intake for the day now. I've restricted myself to that as my coffee intake.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, in fact, it was so bad when she was in the hospital for whatever, some minor shit. They had to bring her caffeine because she was sick as a dog. They went through caffeine withdrawals. She drank so much coffee.
dogs.
I used to get bad headaches when I was drinking coffee strong. If I woke up, I didn't have coffee before noon. I would then get a splitting headache and be gone the rest of the afternoon. Even if I got caffeine in me right then, it would take a couple hours, and it was just, yeah, I was addicted.
Yeah, she was really
I'm
bad.
drinking coffee right
Like a
now.
fuck ton of coffee. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She drank it all the way to bed, man.
Yeah.
She'd roll out of bed drinking it and have a cup by the bed because she'd
When
like to
you're-
read.
Yep.
when
So
you
she would
drink
drink
that
coffee,
much-
reading a book.
Yeah, when you drink that much, it does not affect your sleep patterns. You
No, you're used to it.
and I can drink coffee anywhere from hot to lukewarm to cold.
Same here.
I
Yeah.
like cold coffee. You know, working in restaurants for years, we did that. I used to keep a pot for myself right on the flat top in the kitchen during the breakfast stretch. I just reach over, grab myself some more coffee. That's all we drank all day. They didn't charge you. You know, you work in restaurants. Guess what's free? Your drinks. So you just drink coffee all day long. Terrible habit.
Oh,
Terrible habit. Too
Man.
much.
But when I worked overnights at Walmart, I would drink coffee on the break. Just slam it, and I carried an Altoid tin full of coffee beans. Between breaks, I would chew on coffee beans.
Chew on coffee beans. Yeah.
Chocolate covered ones?
No,
Just plain.
Those are
just coffee
good.
beans.
I like the dark chocolate covered ones though.
You know,
Yeah, me too. I'll eat the chocolate ones.
Yeah,
I've had chocolate covered coffee beans, and I'll eat chocolate covered coffee beans, but the chocolate is unnecessary.
I think Phillips. Wait, am I missing somebody? So, Phillips.
Art just it was a private message for some reason.
Oh,
you
drink T&P.
T&P coffee. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tea coffee. Yeah.
What does that sound
Yeah.
sexual?
He drinks tea and peach coffee.
Yeah. Sounds a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, and Page.
Yeah.
T&P.
Yeah.
Atlantic and Pacific. We used to have those stores by us too. How old is that company?
No, yeah. A&P stores.
Drinks tea and tea coffee.
Great Atlantic and Pacific. And that goes all the way back to to England, to Britain.
How about chock full of nuts? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I've never had chock full of nuts. I keep on hearing great things about it.
Can you buy it? Is it still around?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the oldest coffee company in the country, aren't they?
What?
Chock full of nuts? Aren't they the oldest coffee company in the country?
Oh, I don't know about that, but it's good coffee.
Yep.
No, they get that
It
big
feels
yellow.
like they were the first coffee company.
They get that big yellow. I don't know.
Yep,
They
big
got
yellow.
their start in New York they sold sandwiches and a cup of coffee for a nickel.
Yeah.
A sandwich and a cup of coffee was a nickel. That's how they got their start. Then they had several stores. They were roasting their own beans that they had brought in, and they became a thing. And they became one of the biggest coffee producers in the Northeast. But I've always liked them. Chock full of nuts is that heavenly coffee. Heavenly
Remember
coffee.
the commercial, but I don't think I've ever drank any of that.
I sell it in the store. It's usually very reasonably priced. Actually, it comes in a yellow can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they sell it here. I just never.
Good stuff.
Of course, I used to only drink Folgers until.
It's a medium blend. It's not going to knock your socks
Yeah.
off. It's just good coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you like
Gillis is the
Don, you like
oldest
Cafe
one.
Bustelo since you like the strong stuff? Don?
No. What is it?
Cafe Bustelo.
Ah.
No. Is that a brand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maxwell House.
I'm guessing it's a dark roast.
Yeah, it's an import. Cafe Bustelo here. Bring it up.
I
Because
just had to say Maxwell House.
strong doesn't really mean anything. Depends on how much water you're using and how you're extracting.
It's
Maxwell House.
I don't know.
Crap, Maxwell House.
It's a Latin.
Gillies.
It's a
Yeah,
Latin
Maxwell
brand.
House.
My Honduran guy manager brings it in, but I've
Okay.
seen it. I've seen it before.
I will speak a blasphemy
Why is that?
Oh,
for people who like coffee, but if you're looking for something consistent, Folgers. It delivers consistent. It's not great coffee, but it is a consistent coffee.
It's all right. We buy when it's on sale. It's
I-
okay. They use.
Yeah.
They
That's
use
what I've
chicory.
drank for years.
You could taste the chicory in their coffee. They say that there's no chicory. It's pure coffee. I don't freaking believe them. Maybe not. Maybe now they don't. But I used to.
Now,
I know what
what?
chicory tastes like because we used to, in the prison system. That's
Mhm.
what the coffee was practically all
Oh.
chicory because they didn't want these guys all caffeine.
What is that brand?
Plus
There
it's
is a
Those
brand
brothers?
that is chicory coffee.
Oh,
It's got it's a chicory blend coffee, and it's sold down south. It's very popular.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about for once.
So Café Bustelo started in Spain, and then Giorgio Bustelo spent time in many Latin American cities throughout his life, including Havana, Cuba. He ultimately settled in East Harlem, New York, along with a diverse mix of many other Hispanic immigrants. And that's how he started Café Bustelo. But it's like authentic Spanish coffee, allegedly.
A retired Navy buddy of mine he's a coffee aficionado, and he was stopping by. He came through here and stayed a few days. Him and his wife did, and they had gone out to, I think, in Tennessee somewhere or Maryland somewhere, to where there's a company called Death Wish Coffee. That is some butt kicking coffee. I mean, you take one, but it's extremely strong, but it's also very smooth, and it's one of the smoothest cups of coffee I've ever had. But that's called Death Wish Coffee, and it's got a great flavor to it.
That stuff I was talking about is actually like an espresso coffee. So it's just, it's dark.
Don, you talking about Louisiana, aren't you? Is it Louisiana coffee? It's made with chicory.
There's a bunch of them. I can't.
It's
I
not
know
hitting
what he's
me, but
talking
there was
about.
one that was very popular.
The idea of the chicory is to knock the acid down in the coffee, make it taste smoother. But chicory is also cheaper
Well,
than coffee. So
You got Cafe.
Actually, chicory began in Civil
Yeah, that's
War
what
when there was an embargo on coffee. When the Mississippi was controlled, and so down south they started using chicory as a coffee substitute.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Cafe de Monde is what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I've had what Bill's had, it is strong for sure. You don't.
Café Bustelo? Yeah, most restaurants. So that's actually the brand of, especially if they don't specialize in it. If they're going to have a espresso, a cup of espresso after dinner, that's the brand they typically have in the restaurants. That's why maybe to me it seems a lot more familiar than it might be to you guys.
It may have been the Louisiana coffee.
What about Louisiana coffee? I remember that coffee.
It's the chicory coffee. I can't remember if it's Cafe de Monde or Louisiana.
Well, a lot of them blended it because, again, they said it mellowed the flavor and lowered the acid of the coffee and lowered your caffeine level.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no caffeine in chicory.
No, all you're getting is that roasted taste.
Yeah.
And it will stretch your coffee, and it makes your coffee go further. That's why they would do that.
Yeah, but chicory, it's like a grain. It's not, I don't know. I just didn't.
You
like
what?
it. To me, I didn't like it, but maybe it's because I knew I was drinking inmate coffee.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm not a fan of chicory coffee.
okay.
But to say I'm not a fan of chicory coffee doesn't mean that every once in a while I'll taste a cup of coffee if I get a chance to drink coffee with chicory in it and I know it's there. It's like, oh yeah. And if it's made right, it doesn't taste bad.
No. Yeah, but they used to have pure coffee, 100% pure coffee and like that because I think they got a reputation for upping the chicory count in their coffee, saving money. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's way cheaper.
Oh yeah, it stretches that coffee a long way.
That's
I'm going to.
down in Destin.
God, I almost pulled that up on camera. I'm going to be right back.
Had
You want to keep this going for a few more minutes?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'll be right back.
coffee we had the other day down the desk, and it had a bubble on top of it when it came to the table.
Wow.
And it was the best cup of coffee I've had in a while.
It looks like they didn't wash the mug or rinse the mug after washing it.
Oh, that brown stuff around it. Well,
No, the bubble.
No,
Like
the
a soap
bubble.
bubble. Like a soap bubble.
like a soap bubble. No.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a really good cup of coffee, though.
Yeah, time to fly guys floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, no, that's interesting. I don't know what we drank in the military. Garbage coffee, I'm sure. Super duper high caffeine. I drank enough coffee in the military to tide me over. As soon as I got out of the military, I quit drinking coffee.
And sometimes it was
I used to drink it. I used to drink it black until after I got out of the service, and then I started adding creamer to it. But
that's all we had. We didn't have cream and sugar.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
you're drinking coffee or you're drinking water. Take your pick.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no third choice, son.
You always knew the lifers because their finger was always in that. You know, they couldn't straighten that finger because that's all they did was walk around with a coffee cup in their hand.
For a number of years, if I misplaced my coffee mug whenever I was at work, whether I was working a restaurant or working at Walmart, if I walked around and looked at my coffee mug, I had my finger in position for it. It was like,
yeah. Yeah. We used to, somebody'd go by and, you know, we knew they were a lifer. We're like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what lifer stood for, right?
Go ahead.
Lazy, ignorant effers escaping reality.
We always call people like that REMs.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Rear echelon motherfuckers.
Yeah.
people back in the
lazy,
people
ignorant
back in the
fuckers
base.
escaping reality. Yeah. That was a lifer to us.
Yeah.
pimp, person in management position.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm a manager. I manage
Hey.
people. I'm in a management position. What are you saying?
Call the manager.
I'm in a management position these days. I tell you, I got a
right now.
promotion.
Huh?
I got a promotion, so I'm technically in a management position. I'm a player coach right now. I told my boss, I like, look, bud, I'm not working 2 jobs, son. So choose one.
It's not great when your career depends on other people. So you know,
Yeah, it's annoying.
Not just other people doing their job. I mean, yeah, just doing their job. Just not being complete assholes.
Just showing up, dude. Don't even talk to me about doing your job.
Mm-hmm.
I need you just to show up.
Yeah.
You know,
Unbelievable.
and they've had all these soft bastards running the show before now. So all these kids think they can just call in whenever they feel like it, show up whenever they feel like it, go home whenever they feel like it.
Work remote.
You know what I mean? And I'm
And
like,
they work remote.
they're getting ready to get a reality check. You know.
Tell them you can't work remote on this job.
Yep. Sorry, I hate to break the news to you, kid. But my boss now, he bought the company. Not to go off on a long rant, but the highest paid guy in the place probably made $25 an hour. Now, good on this guy. He came in, he gave everybody raises. Okay. They brought kids in off the street for $25 an hour now. They're literally walking off the street, don't know how to do shit, making $25 an hour. Great. And they get like 2 weeks of vacation and 5 days, getting ready to be 9 days of sick days, and yada 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 yada.
Starting out as unskilled labor at over $50,000 a year.
Exactly. And it's like, fine, but you can't get them to work. It's like you can't even get them to show up on time. And it's like, look, bud,
maybe if you gave him another $1.
Yeah, that's exactly what he thinks.
That's what employees.
He's giving them incentives. He's trying to give them incentives to show up on time.
As soon as shit employees start saying shit like that, you don't pay me enough to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you got it backwards here,
Dude.
shit for brains. You don't pay to do the work. You do the work and go above and beyond, and then the pay comes to you. It's the other way
Yeah.
around.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
Right.
and that's the problem.
your pay
I
is
hear
for
that all the
the
time.
bare minimum of keeping up with what you're told to do. Now you
All you
do
gotta do
better than
is-
that, then you make more money. That's how it works.
Yeah, you got to
Right.
answer your email from Elon Musk. You know, answer your email. Why don't
Well,
you?
Actually, that's pretty
No.
genius. Is
Yeah.
I thought that was smart too.
Hey, that is really smart. That's a damn.
because he
pulp
didn't
check.
give a shit about the 5 bullet points. He didn't care.
No, just
Just
hey,
answer
just
the
tell
email.
me anything. Just
Hey,
say anything.
Well, I like what he
You
what he
know,
said. He says the 5 bullet points. He says you can even have Grok answer it for you. It just take some time to bullshit me. If you don't have the time, if you don't have put forth the effort to bullshit me, then
You don't
In what world can a boss? Now he's not a direct boss, but he's got the power of the president. So whatever don't people can't forget this. He's not doing anything Trump doesn't want him to do. Period. Everything he does, he's clearing through that guy. Believe
Yeah.
me. You know, and so to say, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, doesn't matter. The executive branch is your employer. You're in a subcommittee, a subdivision below that, but you're still ultimately responsible to them. You know, yes, the Congress votes the budget, but it's up to the executive branch to distribute it. People don't even understand that. That's in the framework of our country. So in any case, for your boss, you just say, hey, I need a little tiny assignment, because I get assignments every day that are just a lot more effort than what they're talking about. Tell me 5 things you accomplished last week. And if you can't, it could be anything. Like they said, I showed up early for work all 5 days. There's something. I completed all my work at the end of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. I turned in this, I did that. You must have done something, right? I mean, if you showed up for work for 2 hours, you had to have done 5 things.
Who said they showed up?
I checked my
They're
email.
mostly working from home. Half of them don't even go to work.
You can't accomplish 5 things in 2 or 3 hours. What is your job? What are you doing? Boy, you must be rocket scientist or something.
I checked my email. I attended this meeting. I did this training.
Right.
That's simple.
Exactly.
I sharpened the pencil.
Yeah.
I saw
I
this fine.
unplugged
I
a
watched
Put
the
the
training.
stapler, put more staples in the stapler.
I watched an assigned training video. I mean, there's always
I took
those.
a nap.
You know,
I threw
so
my back out on 165 pounds of batteries.
anything.
No, but for real though, it's just amazing. And we sound like a bunch of old codgers, but it's so true though. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do in 10, 20 years when all the old guys can't do it anymore.
That's-
And we can't even hire people.
Hey, we're
like I
close
said,
to that
we can't get
now.
people to apply.
We're close to that now, Lon.
It's all
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I think. What I think the problem is. I think that those guys that suck right now eventually may change. They're just what's happening, in my opinion, nowadays is that young men, are maturing into men later and later and later because they're staying home later and later and later. They're not being responsible for themselves or anyone else. It's the anyone else that it's do or die. You get married young to a pregnant one, like I did to a pregnant woman. You're either a man or you're not. You know what I mean? You're going to stop fucking around and go to work every day and pay the bills and raise a child, or you're not. Well, I think nowadays, I mean, they just all skate and can stay at home and but eventually, I think they will come around. It's just that they're just enjoying a younger spring chicken.
Nope.
Yeah, I was.
Nope.
I'm hoping.
I mean, even bank robberies are getting later and later. They used to be early in the morning.
If they stop, if they keep cutting free money, they're going to have to do something to earn a living, and there are going to be jobs there, like your place.
No, they'll just steal or sell drugs or become TikTok stars or some shit. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. But
I probably shouldn't tell you this, but my wife said 2 new employees started today. She trained them. They're already fired because they stole over $100 of tips out of choice tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
learn behavior.
Regulars every day, and she knows what everybody leaves her, and it wasn't there. And she had to. I said, "What? Why is everybody sifting me today?" So they checked her out. They caught her up in the parking lot, and she had all of my wife's money and the other girl they were working with. Freaking first day.
No. Learned behavior at a young age sticks with you. And the longer you're allowed to go along with these behaviors, the less likely it is that you're going to change. And that's the problem. These people are lazy. It's kids. They're not required to do shit.
Yep.
And then they're lazy as young adults. They're not required to do shit. And then they're lazy adults. And if they knock somebody up, oh well, the government will raise my kids. Who cares? And then they're lazy middle-aged guys, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. They're not learning any skills.
I was in the
They're
military.
not learning any skills or nothing, dude.
I was in the military, married, and had a kid before I turned 19.
Hi, Robbie.
Yeah.
Nobody can see your posts because you're on Art's channel.
So mean.
Art is restreaming this from Uncle Bill. He can stay there. It's up to him. It's a free country. If Robbie's more comfortable, you know, if you stay there too long, Art's going to start asking you to give him money. So
Right back.
if you want to come over here, be all right.
Good to see you, Robbie.
That's going to be the problem. That's the problem as far as I see it. These kids are soft. Even kids that come in, they don't know how to change a tire. These kids don't. If you told me this kid never held a screwdriver in his goddamn life, I believe you. Some of these kids that come in, it's amazing. They have zero basic skills of any kind. They own zero tools. They have no basic skills of any kind.
No skills.
You know, and it's just
it's not like they can't. It's just lack of necessity. You know, when we were teenagers, I had to buy my car. I had to fix my own car. You know, you had to learn how to take care of shit because no one else was going to do it for you.
Right.
You know, and they don't have that. And you're right.
No, and
I'm surprised. Young guy. Yeah, good. Don't get me wrong. I work with a bunch of good kids. I do. I really. They're actually good kids, and they're going to school, and they're furthering their education. And I have a bunch of them that are hard workers and do a good job. But then I'll talk to them about stuff outside of work, and you're right. They don't know how to change a tire or change oil or anything. You know what I mean? Nothing mechanical. They'll run their car. Run their car out of oil, like. And this is a sexist thing to say. Like your wife might, like a woman like my stepdaughter did.
Back in the day.
You know, back
in the day, your mom didn't know how to do that.
You know, the idiot light comes on and they just ignore it, you know, and run the thing, clean out oil. You know, just the fact, the car's still running, sounds okay. They just keep going.
Right.
But
no, I'm talking about infrastructure, skills, skilled labor, and that kind of work. No offense, you know, you're talking about slinging drinks and stuff like that, and I'm not saying that's not a job. I'm just saying where I'm talking about is who's going to be the plumbers in 10 years, who's going to be the electricians, who's going to build the railroad, who's going to maintain the railroad, who's going to fix the roads and shit like that. You know, that's the problem.
No, I'm not saying my job is an engineering job, but we do have mechanics that have to fix very complex.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the weeds about it. I'm just saying generally speaking.
Well,
that's all I'm trying to say.
They'll show up. They'll just be late to the game. That's what I think.
You know where they're going to come from? Fucking Mexico and shit. That's what's going to happen. Right now, if you look at every road crew on the road and every concrete laying crew and every drywalling crew and every freaking, 9 out of 10 of them are Mexicans and shit, which is fine with me.
No, I don't care. I don't care. They come here legally. They come here legally. Great. I'm
not going there. My problem is that American kids aren't interested in doing that kind of work. They've all been sold this dream that they can go to college and be freaking win Nobel Peace Prizes and bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what they think.
Right off the bat,
you're gonna get out of school and make $300,000 a year or some shit.
They think there's money to be made. They're making more money than we're at home. That's why they're here. That's it. There was wherever they were from. It was either next to impossible to make a living, or it was pretty damn dangerous to try to make a living.
Yeah,
so that's why they're here.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
And so a lot of them, if they work hard, they can make some money, and they can go beyond that. Again, if they're here legally, there are avenues for you to continue educations. To go, people do it. People come to the country.
I'm not even going in
as an immigrant, and they do it.
Right.
I'm married to an immigrant.
Like I said,
she naturalized. Cost her a lot of time and effort.
We know.
Went to school afterwards to improve her English. Went to school after that to become a certified nurse's assistant. Constantly trying to improve herself. Came here barely speak English. Whatever. I don't care where they come from.
Yeah.
As long as they do it
No,
right.
that's not my point. That's not my point. They
As long as
used
they
to
do it
come from
right.
Europe. I don't care where they come from either. That's not my point. American kids don't want to do this work. And that's
Yeah.
the problem. We're
Right.
going to have to import people to do that kind of work.
Yeah, there's already programs for that, by the way.
Well,
There's actually
we're going to have
there are legal guest worker programs for that.
Personally, I think that.
Yeah, I don't care about how they got here. I'm talking about we can't get American kids to do this work.
American
That's what
kids aren't gonna
concerns
do it.
me.
Yeah.
Eventually,
American
sooner
kids
or
aren't
later,
doing
they're
it.
going to have to pull up their big boy pants and start
No,
acting
they're
like
not,
adults.
because we're just going to import them in from somewhere else. Watch.
Well, then
It's
then
already
how these
happening,
kids
dude.
gonna
I
eat?
work in that industry.
Because
I work
they-
in industry. I'm telling you.
What I'm saying to
telling
you
you.
is sooner or later, these people have to do something or they're not going to be able to eat.
What are you going to do, run out of Mexicans?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about any jobs.
I'm
Get in the
talking
job.
about you go into every
not just
factory
the
I go
construction
into.
jobs, but any jobs. They act like this
So
towards
every
any and
factory
all.
I go into, you're missing my point, and I don't know why. Every factory I go into, every road crew, every construction site,
Oh, yeah,
it's
you make it sound like it's a
8 out of
problem.
10 people are foreigners, and I'm telling you, and there's a reason for that because our kids don't want to do it.
Okay, so they
They
don't
don't
do
want
it.
to do the work.
They'll do
And
something
they're
else.
never going to do it.
They'll do something
They're
else.
never going to do it.
They're
Why?
never going to do anything. They're never going to work for the rest of their lives.
Half of them don't now. Do you know that 50% of American adult population don't work right now? 50% of the American population doesn't work right now. They're not paying taxes.
What percentage
Right
of that? What percentage
now.
of that is retired people, and what percentage of that are people too young to work?
Yeah,
Okay.
some, but there's a very high percentage of them are just
There we
have. There's a whole bunch of them on welfare, disability, whatever. I'm just telling you, watch,
Others.
watch.
I'm just saying. I've seen kids turn their lives around. That's all.
Yeah, there's always an outlier for everything. I'm saying, in generally speaking, though, every factory I go into, every construction site, it's 8 out of 10 Mexicans or from Guatemala or whatever, and that's
Asia.
cool. Yeah, or Asia or wherever, and that's cool and all that, but
It doesn't matter. We'll survive any of that.
No.
70 years ago it was Italians, and then there was Irish, there was whatever, and that's what the immigrants did because that's the kind of jobs they could get.
Right.
So what? They filled the need.
Right. So you're making my point. We're gonna have to just keep importing people in to do all the skilled labor jobs and whatnot.
No,
And all the American kids are gonna just keep
no.
going to school
We
thinking they're
don't-
gonna.
We don't keep feeding the problem. The problem exists because we're feeding that problem.
Yeah, we're not teaching our kids to I don't know, man. And what's the worst part about it is they all go into debt for these goofy ass degrees, $200,000 and $300,000. And I'm telling you right now, if you can swing a hammer or weld, you can make $100,000 in this country right now
And there are
after
a
an
lot of
18-week course.
There are a lot of kids
You
who
know what I mean?
are learning that, and a lot of kids who are abandoning the college path.
Yeah, it's turning around a little bit. I agree with that, but it just bothers me. That's all. It just bothers me.
Yeah, it's not glamorous. I mean, if you're going out of high school and they're like, okay, you can go to college, you can get this degree in IT and make all this money. Well, those jobs are flooded now, and it can be done by anybody around the world. You know what? Someone around the world cannot fix a clogged toilet right here. And so those kids who, it's not glamorous, but those kids in high school who decide to go into plumbing or go into one of these trades, they have jobs that are local and are always in demand.
And are good paying.
Yeah.
Eventually,
I can go anywhere in the country and get a job
Whereas-
right now.
Yeah. Whereas the kids who go to high school or go to college and get like their IT degree or communications degree or whatever degree they get, they're out
Trade
now
school.
fighting with people from Indonesia who will third party this shit for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, my grandson went to Votech to get went to trade school to get his job, and he decided to go into IT. And unfortunately, you have to have experience. So with that Votech degree, he ends up working as a veterinary assistant.
Well,
but now he's coming back. He's moved down here. Now he's got the opportunity to work for the city of Tulsa. But that's only because his uncle has an inn there and was able to get his stuff fast tracked. So
government job, gotcha.
Yeah.
Michael, teaching trades that robots will never do. That's the thing with they would always sell high tech jobs, and the computers going to come. Robots and computers are going to come. AI is going to come for a lot of jobs and put a lot of things out of business. What won't go out of what will happen is the high touch jobs, the human interaction jobs will increase in value because everybody will be wanting to do the other things and not happy. No one's going to be wanting to wipe somebody's ass. Guess what? Nursing,
Right.
especially with an aging population, it's going to explode.
Yeah, I don't know if I would describe nursing as wiping somebody's ass. I think it's a little more.
It is a little more, but
a
that's
little
part
more,
of
it's
it.
a lot more. And I
Look,
just had a nurse
Right,
come
right.
into my house and deflate my balloon and reposition my catheter.
Bill.
You know, they're
I-
not
Oh,
just
she played with
ass-
your penis and wiped your ass.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but she never touched my ass. No.
Bill, I know it's a lot more, but it was to make a point. It is not a glamorous job. It is.
Who's gonna block Elisa's mommy real quick?
Okay, that's not on my channel.
So, wait, hold on.
Everyone just block it real quick.
Oh,
you guys.
Wait a minute, Art. I thought this was your show.
There you go. Nice job.
Okay.
Okay, let's give that person a hand for at least originality of typing an word at a time we had it.
All right.
Yeah, congratulations.
Very well done. High intelligence there. Yeah.
Cool cat shouldn't have done that because I know it's listen here, idiots. Suck a fart out of my butt. And then the next message was going to be Burma Shave.
Hey, I know one thing. That's not my burner account.
Do you guys remember the Burma Shave ads that were along highways?
Yeah, you drive down the road.
And it would be a different word.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be great if they would have just finished that off with Burma Shave.
To May, and then you go to the next one and it goes toes. Next text.
Yeah. I think my concern, Bill, and I think is how bad is it going to have to get before the change happens? That's the issue. It's going to have to be pretty damn serious. You know what I mean? And where is it going to go?
The way I look at it, we're just along for the ride right now. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's just a tough one, man. Like I say, I see it every day, man, for real. I see it every single day.
I think I sort of agree with what Bill was trying to say is eventually these young people are going to have to step up to the plate because they're going to have to figure out a way to earn money. And when we all die off and aren't there, then they're going to become the next generation, and they're going to have to figure out they're either going to eat or they're going to starve. And it's just that simple.
They're going to go through the same stresses we go through every day, Lloyd.
Yeah. And we haven't been doing, like you said, though, we've given them a disservice by continually to allow them to stay
Coddle
at home. Yeah.
Well, how much do you think this is due to the way we've been raising them by protecting them way too much, too much from bullies, from outside negative influences, definitely, but by turning them into or keeping them as children as long as humanly possible. Hey, being children, they're great when they're children. They're loving. They're great to be around. You want to be around them, but there's going to come a time where they're going to have to start understanding. that they're not going to be safe all the time. That they got to make themselves safe. That they got to make themselves.
The government requiring you to keep your kids on your insurance until they're 26. Are you what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Well, and then how are they going to feed themselves? They'll go get food stamps and shit. I'm just saying, man. Or
You're
they'll
right.
knock
I
some
mean,
broad up. They'll knock some bitch up somewhere, and they'll live off her welfare. You know, I grew up in the hood, man. I'm telling you, there's people living like that right now. Right now.
Yeah, well, everybody knows that.
I know. I'm just saying it gets worse. You ever see the movie Idiocracy? That's my concern. That it just gets worse. And the more the government does for you, that's why I'm such a small government person. The more the government does for you, the weaker you get, and the more reliant you get.
I wonder if it's as bad as it appears to us as people that try to hire people, no matter what the job is, because we're not seeing very good examples. But like I said, then I got a couple of young guys that work for me, and they're bettering themselves. One actually dropped out of school because he just wasn't doing well enough, but he's a real good kid, and he got himself an apprenticeship during the day. He's learning engine mechanics for yachts and boats and like that, and
he wants
That's a great job.
And he's learning that profession.
So he's got a plan, and he likes working with his hands and working with that stuff, and what I mean, you still got them; they're still here. I bet you he could change oil,
Yeah,
but
a Yamaha certified mechanic can get a job on any lake in the United States.
Yeah.
A good thing, because they're all those boats with those outboard engines.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many marinas down here. There's a lot of mechanic work available. So, and they do more than just work on motors anyway. Once that's
and they've gotten complicated.
And that's a little bit tougher motor sometimes to work on. Depends on where it's at.
I don't know. I just pull mine out of the back of my boat and put it in the garage. With 15 horsepower Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an electric trolling motor.
No, that died. That finally died. That was that was old. That came out of my dad's shed. It was there when he inherited the house. And
that's what you were using on that one video, that one of your early videos. That was what you was using, right?
It worked. It worked okay.
Yeah.
It's finally no more. But I guess the brackish. You gotta, if you do it in brackish water, because that's a freshwater rig. You got to rinse it out. You got to make sure you're taking care of it. And
because you're gonna corrode it.
And that one was was probably 9/10 gone anyway. But it worked. It's handy to have that at the front of the boat to kind of keep you instead of an anchor, instead of dropping anchor, pulling it up. You just want to try an area for a little while. It's very handy. Yeah. Wow, it's making me feel like taking that boat out again. Damn it.
My cousin.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got a lot of nice backwater back there to play in.
Yeah.
There's plenty of water here, and it's close too. I have no excuses. I got free launches 5 minutes away.
Wow.
So, 8 minutes. It depends on the traffic. 3 miles. 3.5 miles.
How long?
You got a big barrel at your house?
Uncle Bill. I want to see Uncle Bill's fishing channel, where he just goes out. He doesn't catch a damn thing, and then at the end of it, he gets eaten by an alligator.
Well, we got all of that on the one video with me and Captain Ray when I took the boat out on my channel, which you may not have seen apparently. But anyway, it's on there, and but no alligator ate me at the end. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Captain Ray made fun of me quite a bit, but yeah.
Bill, you're bitching because I might not have seen one of your videos, but I
That's
just
right.
mentioned the trolling motor, and I was like, that was one of your early videos. I'm saying, I expressed myself as a fan, and you shit on me, you motherfucker.
Talking
There's no
about
appreciation anymore, Don.
I didn't know Billy remember that.
These kids,
I really don't.
He's been treating me like crap all night.
these kids nowadays, Don.
No appreciation.
No appreciation.
The real surgery that Bill went in for last week was to get his head removed from his ass. Is what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I thought it was to get the niceness removed.
You guys, I think it's time to
Quit picking on Bill.
Time to-
Jeez. Okay, let's pick on somebody else.
Hey, we've been on over 3
You know
hours.
what? Mark is feeling neglected, I bet.
Hey,
You haven't picked on Mark hardly at all tonight.
Yeah, I need to go up and close the lodge anyway.
Closing
You know what? Mark's hard to
time.
pick on right now. Look at him. His camera shit is straight. His audio's been all
That's
right.
the problem.
His color's good. Damn,
He's
son.
not arguing
What
with
happened?
us about aluminium and shit like that. I mean, he's just sitting there being
Yeah,
quiet.
man,
So
look at him.
pick on him. So
That
Yeah,
genie,
well, his camera
the genie
work
on
and
his shoulder
everything.
hasn't moved at all.
No, yeah, he's killing it tonight,
Yeah.
man.
He did pull some
Yeah.
shit earlier. He did pull some pedantic crap earlier, but
oh yeah,
Pedantic. He's a pedantic.
Mark, are you wearing a jumper?
Yeah.
That's a cardigan. No, it's not a cardigan. What is that?
It's just got a zip at the top, that's all. It's a
What is
jumper.
it? They call it a jumper?
Yeah.
Does it have pants? That's a jumper, isn't it? A jumper
No, well,
when it has
yeah,
is a
but
shirt and pants put together?
in England, a jumper is
like a sweater.
pullover sweater or a
Yeah, sweater.
With a
know,
quarter
It's what
zip.
you wear when you jump people. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never understood why they call it that, but I just happen to know. I just
Jersey.
happen. I
I
He's
thought a
just-
jumper was the shorts with the shirt attached to it,
yeah,
right?
in this country.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, they're so gay looking. It's insane.
Jumpers.
It's insane.
All right, it's definitely time to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been my pleasure. Thank you for hanging out with me. I can't believe I went over 3 hours.
Great.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did either,
How
man.
much for
I
an
think you
hour?
gotta make it an
Yeah,
hour.
it must have been the meds. It's had to have been the meds.
Well, now
It's a scintillating conversation is what it is.
Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.